Welcome to the National Aquatic Centre in West Dublin for the fourth session of finals in this week's Irish Summer National Championships. And tonight we've got a furious load of finals, all of the heats that were run off earlier in the day from 13 years old right up to the older swimmers. And they start coming thick and fast from 5 o'clock in a few minutes' time. Well, we're going to have the girls' 100 metres for 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds and so on. The boys' 400 metres freestyle, likewise with all the age finals, followed by the 18 and overs. And then we've got the girls' 200 metres butterfly with the age finals and then the 18 and overs. Men's 200 metres butterfly, the backstroke, breaststroke rather, 50 metres in both. And then we've got the girls' 100 metres backstroke, the boys' 100 metres backstroke, and we finished off with a 4x200 metre relay for girls. And with me I've got Nick Quinn. Something like 35 races coming up in the next few hours. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be really good standard.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw some really strong swims from right across the ages, from the morning swims and then the younger swimmers, the 13 and 14-year-olds in the afternoon session. All swimming, or a lot of them swimming faster than their entry times, so they'll have gone away, looked at what they think they can improve on, haven't had conversations with their coaches, and will be coming in tonight looking to execute that. But it should be really exciting. That women's 100 freestyle, that first event, that's going to be fast, that's going to be furious, followed up by a very different event in the 400 freestyle, which is a tactical one. And then later on in the session we have the 50 breaststroke, which I'm looking forward to watching that one as well. That's just the senior category or the open category for the 50 breaststroke, so that should be good as well.
Well, there's a great atmosphere here in the NAC. The fans, the parents, the brothers and sisters, the coaches, all of the people it takes to run a swim meet. There must be over 50 stewards and officials and judges. It's a fantastic array of organisation that pulls something like this together. You must have been very aware of that when you were swimming.
See, actually, the thing is, I don't think you're actually as aware of it when you're swimming. It was only when I was here in April and I was commentating and I spent a bit more time with the officials did I really appreciate the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes to get an event like this up and running. And all the, like you said, the people in the office, the officials, the parents who are doing stroke and timing. It's an army of officials to run an event like this with 850 swimmers over the course of 4 or 5 days. That's a serious undertaking.
I often wonder, what do they do in the 3 hours between the heats at 2 o'clock and the finals? Where do they all go to?
I know, yeah. Get some food, have a little bit of a rest. That's what I did there. Had a little bit of a quick power nap and then come back energized and ready to go for an evening of fast racing in this final session.
Yeah, well, we're really looking forward to it, and we've had a fantastic week of intense swimming competition. They're just testing the start now. They're just testing to make sure that all of the technical side of the racing is working. And here we go with the under 13 final. Well, it's the 13-year-olds final actually for girls in 100 metres freestyle. Orna Higgins from Dolphin is in lane number 0. Elisa Giacometti from Italy is in lane 1. Georgina Walker from Banbridge in 2. Hannah Cody from St. Felix in lane 3. Carolina Penfili from Italy is in lane 4. She was the fastest of the qualifiers at 1:02.55. In lane 5 it's Lexi Dunn from Dolphin. Lane 6 Emily Hughes from Larne. Lane 7 Isabel Mooney from Shark Swimming Club. Lane 8 Nicole Higgins from Cookstown. And in lane number 9 Aoife Gardner from Sunday's Well. Sunday's Well, who had a wonderful result in the medley relay at the end of the second session today. A really good win for them. And they'll be prominent, I'm sure, tonight. There's a lot of really big swimming clubs now around the country, and the likes of Kilkenny, Limerick, Ards, Banbridge, they come from all over, and they're really strong.
Yeah, there's a lot of strong clubs all around the country, which is really impressive to see after the difficulties and the challenges we've had with COVID, to see the clubs bouncing back, retaining their swimmers and getting them to this event and performing so well.
So every girl in this race between 1:02.55 and 1:06.17. And away we go with the first final of the night. The 13-year-olds, 100 metres.
Good start there from Lexi Dunn in lane 5. She was last to surface, but she was ahead. But Carolina Panfili from Italy has just taken the lead as they swam through 25 metres there.
And being a final, you expect everybody who's here has qualified, so it's based on time and they're all going to be really close. And it's the Italian in lane 4, Carolina Panfili, who's being edged at the turn by Lexi Dunn with a 30.17. She's got 33 hundredths to spare.
Really strong swim from Lexi Dunn. We've seen a lot of her in the earlier days of this meet, so she's swimming really well. She's swimming with confidence, and a confident swimmer is really hard to beat, and she is a slight lead ahead of the Italian swimmer in lane 4 as they swim into the last 15 metres.
And really, Emily Hughes in lane 6 is also powering forward. Don't forget gold, silver and bronze in the national championships here as well. Panfili can't win one of those, but who's going to get the touch? And it is Lexi Dunn who gets the gold medal. Carolina Panfili got the touch though. Lexi Dunn wins gold, Hannah Cody gets the silver, and Emily Hughes gets the bronze in lane number 6. The Larne girl with the bronze. Lexi Dunn, of course, from Dolphin, and Hannah Cody from St. Felix. So that's our first final done. And if they're all as close races as that, we'll be happy.
Yeah, for sure. Really impressive swimming by the girls there. Swimming faster than the times they did in the heats this morning or this afternoon. All swimming faster times for the top 3, top 4 girls there. And that's all you can do. Look for is what can you improve on? Go and execute on that. And that's what those girls did right there.
Okay, it's the 14-year-old finals now. And it's Mia Mulholland from Banbridge in 0. Asha Mahanta from Sunday's Well Swimming Club in lane number 1. Holly McInerney from Templeogue in 2. Jessica Purcell from Aer Lingus in 3. Ava Jones, elegant swimmer from Portmarnock in lane number 4. And Laura Potts from Templeogue in 5. This is going to be quite a race. Alicia Dempsey from Lurgan in 6. Jane Ryan from Athlone in 7. Ava Rock from New Ross in 8. And the birthday girl in lane number 9, Alana Moran, is 14 today from Swan Leisure. Happy birthday to Alana.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see between Ava Jones and Laura Potts in the 2 middle lanes here, the 2 Dublin-based swimmers. We've seen both of them swimming a lot, swimming really well, both earlier on in the April Irish Open Championships, but specifically here at this Irish Summer Championships. So this is going to be a really exciting 14-year-old final in the women's 100 freestyle.
Fastest into this is Ava Jones in lane 4 with a time of 1:00.94. She'll be hoping to break that 60-second barrier in this final. Second fastest, Laura Potts on 1:01.89. So here we go, the 14-year-old 100 metres final for girls.
Really good diving start there from Ava Jones, a Portmarnock swimmer. A really good line entry, carrying her momentum into the first 15 metres, and she's going through 25 here in first place.
Edging out her big rival, Laura Potts in lane 5. Ava Jones with a definite advantage here.
Ava looks really good. She looks like she's using easy speed into this first 50. She's going to turn here in a 28.95.
28.95. That's a great time. Laura Potts is second. Alicia Dempsey in 6 is third. Holly McInerney in 4th.
Yeah, this is Ava Jones's race to lose here, but Laura Potts is fighting back really hard in this second 50. Really nice technical stroke from Ava Jones. A nice high elbow, good catch position, and really using her legs to drive her into the finish here with 10 to go.
Yes, it's Ava Jones who's going to get the gold medal. It's Laura Potts who's going to get the silver, and it's really close for the bronze. 1:00.38. Potts with a great time too, 1:01, and it's Jessica Purcell who gets the bronze medal in lane number 3. There's the confirmation of the medals. Ava Jones from Portmarnock with the gold, Laura Potts from Templeogue with the silver, and Jessica Purcell from the Aer Lingus Swimming Club gets the bronze.
And again there, all 3 of those girls getting those medal positions, moved on their times from the heats to the finals. And that's what it's all about when you come to this, using that experience, using an evening swim to find the areas where you can get that improvement. And I'm sure all their coaches will be happy with those performances, while at the same time noticing that there's still areas that you can always improve on.
Here we are, the 15-year-old list of swimmers, and it's Kate Lee from Coolmine in lane 0. Maeve McLean from City of Derry in lane 1. Grace Cochran from Lurgan in lane 2. Shona Bagan from Trojan Swimming Club in lane 3. Olivia Miscally from Banbridge in lane 4. Sophia Quigley from Ards in lane 5. Isla Henry from Lisburn in lane 6. Ellie Campbell from Trojan in lane 7. Antonina Seck from Sunday's Well in 8. And Ava Walsh from Templeogue in lane number 9. The fastest this morning, 1:00.61. Olivia Miscally from Banbridge, just 200ths quicker than Quigley in lane number 5.
Yeah, nothing separating those 2 girls this morning, so see, should be a good race this evening. The bit of a gap between them and the next two swimmers, so it could be likely to come between the two of them for the gold medal here.
Well, in the heats we didn't know which lane was going to do well, but in the finals it's nearly always lane 4 and 5 who are prominent. But a great start in lane number 1 by Maeve McLean from City of Derry.
Isla Henry in lane 6 is looking really strong down this first 50 as well. She's hanging in there, but it looks like it may be Sophia Quigley who's going to turn first, the Ard swimmer.
And turning first is Maeve McLean with 29.26. 5 swimmers under 30 seconds on that first split.
This is a really tight race right the way across from lane 1 to lane 6. So really, really good. Who's got them in their legs for this last 25 metres?
Lanes 4, 5 and 6 prominent as we come to the last 15 metres. It looks like it's going to be Olivia Miskelly in lane number 4, just edging out Sophia Quigley. Yes, Miskelly gets the touch and it's Quigley in second. 43 hundredths between them. Isla Henry gets the bronze. A really good swim from her too. And a very, very good final split, 30.55 from Olivia Miskelly.
Yeah.
Gives her the gold medal.
Olivia split that really well. 0.6 of a second faster on that second 50 than Sophia Quigley from Ards. And 60.02, just off breaking that 60-second barrier. So I'm sure she'll have been looking for that. But that's still a really, really positive swim for her. And to take home the gold medal, I'm sure she'll be pleased.
She had that look on her face there when she looked at the time.
Yeah.
What do I have to do?
60.02 and 59.9. There's very little difference in between the two times, but I know which one I'd take.
Oh, it's a barrier, all right. Okay, here we come. The 16-year-old final for the girls 100 metres. Alice Leisurewood in lane number 0. It's Isabel Kidney from Sunday's Well in lane 1. Aisling Marriott from Swan Leisure in lane 2. Molly O'Brick from Asgard in lane 3. Megan Jones from Portmarnock in lane 4. Leah Bailey from New Ross in lane 5. Eliza Logan from Banbridge in lane 6, Ava Bailey from Ballymena in lane 7, Marguerite Buckley from Clonmel in 8, and Jessica Robson from the Lisburn City Swimming Club in lane number 9.
This should be a good race here. Leah Bailey and Megan Jones, New Ross swimmer and the Portmarnock swimmer, swimming really well, both of them throughout this meet, so should be a good race here. 1:00.65 the fastest. Megan Jones from Portmarnock in lane 4. Interesting to see Megan Jones there standing upright until they say take your marks. The only one in the field to be standing upright, and it looked like she got off quickly off the blocks there.
Good start too in lane number 3 by Molly O'Brick, and in lane number 1 by Isabel Kidney.
It looks like Megan Jones has now taken the lead with about 10 to go in this first 50. Let's see what time she turns in.
What a split time, 28.55 from Megan Jones. Molly O'Brick in lane 3 is in second place, just edging out Leah Bailey in third in lane 5.
Leah Bailey has really picked up her rate on that second 50. She's really powering home on this last 25. And it looks like she's taken the lead over Megan Jones here. That pickup of rate has made a big difference with 15 to go.
Leah Bailey from the New Ross Club, powering her way to a gold medal in these national championships. She is going to beat her big rival Megan Jones here. And look at that, 59.57 for Leah Bailey. What a landmark swim that is for her. Megan Jones in second place, but the split from Bailey.
Yep.
30.42. What a swim that was.
That was the difference. Leah Bailey was just controlled and efficient on that first 50. That easy speed that we talk about, she had that perfectly down in the first 50. Meant when she came off the wall, as soon as I saw her take her first few strokes, I saw that change in rate, and I was like, she's going to be motoring on this second 50. And at 30.4 seconds 50 split is really, really strong swimming there. To go sub 60 is great.
That's a landmark yet again for that swimmer, and we move swiftly on to the 17-year-old final. And in lane 0, it's Namoni Rogers from the Trojan Club, Niamh Kennedy from Galway in lane 1, Nisha Allen in lane 2 for Terranure, Grace Conroy from Lisburn City in lane 3, Kellyanne Brown from the NAC in lane 4, Grace Hodgins from Trojan in lane 5, Rosalie Phelan from Cormorant in lane 6, Italy's Eleonora Marucci in lane 7, Shannon Byrne in lane 8 for Bangor, and for Leander it's Lily Maguire. The only one under 60 in this final is Kellyanne Brown, who swam 59.85.
There's 4 swimmers swam 60 point this morning, so they'll be looking to get a few people sub 60 this morning. We've got Grace Hodgins, who's just fresh off European Junior Championships. She's more known for her distance events, but she's a very good, talented 100 freestyler as well.
Very close. Lanes 4, 3, 2 look like they're the prominent ones on the near side. And leading them out is Kellyanne Brown, trying to get under 60 for the second time today. And she turns in 28.46, 3 under 29 seconds. Kellyanne Brown in lane 4 with 28.52 and Nisha Allen with 28.83.
And watch out for Grace Hodgins. We know she's got back end speed, but it really is Kellyanne Brown, the National Aquatic swimmer, who is powering through this last 25 metres. She's just about ahead of Grace Conroy in lane 3 with 15 to go.
Grace Conroy is really asking the questions here. She's really pushing Kellyanne Brown all the way, and who gets it? It's Grace Conroy! 59.43, a 30.97 second 50. Just wins it by a fraction, 500ths of a second, and both of them under a minute.
Yep.
Nisha Allen in bronze.
Strong swimming from both those girls. Really good from Grace Conroy there. That last 20 metres, you could really see she had picked up her rate and was driving hard to the wall, and just had enough to edge it over Kellyanne Brown there. 0.05 between them after 100 metres. Nothing in it.
The timing of the touch is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the time you'll see the swimmers put their head down for the last 5 metres and just try and get that every little bit out of themselves coming into that finish.
The last of the women's finals, and this is the final for 18 years and over. It's Hannah O'Shea from Dolphin in 0, Molly Nolte from Swilly Seals in 1, Naomi Trait from Kilkenny in 2, Erin Reardon from NAC in 3. Couple of South African swimmers in the fast lanes, Inga Wiedemann, who's been brilliant today, and Kathleen DeLange, both from Tux. In lane number 6 is Danielle Farrell from Sligo. Ella Donegan from Larne is in lane 7, Anna Feenan from Sunday's-Well in 8, and Ellie Falls from Larne in lane number 9. And the slowest swimmer in this is a 1:01.16.
Yep.
This is really quality, this field.
Yep. Watch out for Erin Reardon in lane 3. She's experienced on the international swim team, on the international scene, having swam for Ireland at the European Championships, and she'll be looking to have a strong performance here. And she got out to a good start with good underwaters there.
Wiedemann and DeLange are only swimming in lanes 4 and 5 for commemorative medals. The other girls are swimming for gold, silver and bronze, and for the national championships in lane number 3, it's Erin Reardon from the NAC who is powering up this first leg.
Seeing different styles here. Erin's breathing every 4, whereas Inga Wiedemann in lane 4 is breathing every 2. They're breathing to opposite sides, but they're going to be breathing towards each other on this last 50, which is going to be really tight.
Erin Reardon has the touch against Inga Wiedemann and Kathleen DeLange. Naomi Trait in the silver medal position. Can she keep it going though? The Irish girl.
Looks like Erin Reardon is pulling away with 20 to go now. She's getting her head down, still breathing every 4, which is really impressive. Watch her get her head down now. Head down, finishing, 5 to go.
Erin Reardon, can she get the touch and win this race? Yes, she does. 56.46, just 300ths faster than Inga Wiedemann and Kathleen DeLange, who pushed her all the way. The silver medal goes to Danielle Farrell in lane 6. The bronze medal to Naomi Trait in lane number 2, but what a swim by Erin Reardon, who has improved her best there by a full 2 seconds plus.
Yeah, really strong swim there from Erin. I knew after this morning that she'd be looking to swim a little bit faster. She took the race out hard. She was right up there with Inga Wiedemann the whole way through the race and just had enough on that last 20 metres. I knew she'd get her head down and have a strong finish, and that's exactly what she did, and that meant that she got the touch and takes home the gold medal there.
So that ends the girls and women's 100 metres. Next it's going to be the 400 metres freestyle for boys. And first of all, it's the 14-year-olds. And in lane 0, it's Daniel Egan from the Erlingus Swimming Club. In lane number 1 for Ealing, it's Hubert Pizzoloni. Leopold Furnials for Apex in lane 2. Ashley Weaver from Longford in lane 3, Andrew Mullen from Templeogan 4, Ian Middleton from Glenalbin in 5, Paddy Cudahy from Kilkenny in 6, Matt Rice from Banbridge in lane 7, Kjell Loudon from Trojan in lane 8, and Quaylam Turner from Erlingus in lane 9.
I'm looking forward to watching this race. We watched Andrew Mullen and Ashley Weaver and Ian Middleton all swimming this morning, and they all look strong, so they'll be looking to improve on those times. 2 seconds between Middleton and Mullen after the heats, so should be an exciting race here in this 400 freestyle.
A little bit slower temper this time, 400 metres, 8 lengths of the pool, and we'll be looking for the split times and the smoothness in these swimmers to see who has it and who can get these gold, silver and bronze medals.
Yeah, so Ian Middleton looks like he's gone out hard here, quite a high rate, but he did this morning in this afternoon session as well. He swam at a high rate the whole way through, and as you're talking about, sometimes that works better for some of the longer distance swimmers. Not all of them, but definitely some of the world-class swimmers like Paltrinieri from Italy swim at that longer, higher rate and that kind of lopey stroke, and he's taking this out hard here as we approach 75 metres.
The only one under 30 seconds for the opening length. And he's, if anything, just extending his lead slightly as we head towards the first 100. Nice and smooth in lane number 4 is Andrew Mullen from Temple Oak.
Yeah, looks really efficient there, Andrew Mullen. He's conserving as much energy as he can for the later stages of the race. So, as they say, styles make fights, and I think this could be a good race as we get down to the second half.
See so many different styles in these swimmers. And it's Middleton who really attacks the race.
Yeah.
Whereas in lane number 4, Mullen is much smoother, calmer sort of stroke.
From this angle now, it looks like Mullen is chipping away at Middleton's lead, but we'll see at the splits now at this 150 mark if that's actually happened. Middleton splitting 34.5, quite close. Andrew Mullen's just 34.4, so splitting similar times at 150 metre mark, but it is Ian Middleton ahead by about a second.
Kjell Loudon out in lane number 8 on the far side with the green cap of Trojan. He had a good leg there. He certainly closed the gap a little and has got into 3rd place.
It looks like it's going to be a really good race on here for the bronze medal. There's 4 guys in a line in lane 2, 3, 6 and 8, but it is lane 4 and 5. Middleton and Mullen who are out first and second at 200 metres.
Mullen's slightly faster there by 0.7 of a second, so he is closing the gap.
He's slowly just chipping away at it. That really efficient stroke that he used, conserving energy in the first 100, 200 is starting to pay off now, whereas Middleton is just working that little bit harder, and it just, that builds up, that lactic acid keeps building the harder you work, so Mullen's in a good place as we approach 250 metres here.
Coming to the 250 mark, 3 lengths to go, and who's going to get the touch? And it's Mullen. He's 34.20 to 35.16.
Yeah, almost a second faster on that 50 split, which over the course of 150 is a big difference. But they're right neck and neck now as they're coming up to this 300 metre mark.
Kjell Loudon in the bronze medal position out there in lane 8 for Trojan. But it's the swimmer from Temple Oak just ahead of the swimmer from Glenalbyn as we approach the 300 mark.
And it does look like Mullen is starting to pull away now. He has almost a body length lead, and his split at 300 is 3:21 with a 34.7 versus a 35.7 for Middleton. So Mullen looks like he's in control of this race, but let's see if Middleton has a kick on this last 100.
Leopold Furnials has picked up his pace in lane number 2 for the Apex Sports Academy. So he's now up to 3rd place, but it's all about who's going to get gold and silver. And it's been a fabulous race between these two in lanes 4 and 5. Mullen still calm, still smooth through the water against the more aggressive style of Ian Middleton.
Mullen hasn't been using his legs much, so if he can go to his legs, you can see his kick now. He's coming in. He started to go to his legs for this last 50. So let's see if Mullen has the energy to hold him off.
It's a really close race. Middleton is closing the gap with every stride.
Yeah, he's really using his legs now, whereas Mullen doesn't have that excess energy. But here we go, 10 to go.
Last 5 minutes. Will it be Middleton? Will it be Andrew Mullen? It's Mullen by 900ths of a second in 4:28.50. In the bronze medal position is Leopold Fornials in lane number 2, edging out Ashley Weaver. Both of those finishing with really good splits. And Paddy Cuddy in lane number 6.
What a race there between those two boys. Andrew Mullen first, 4:28.50 versus 4:28.59 from Middleton, with Leopold Fernales in 4:33. What a great race there by those boys. We talked about styles makes fights, and I think that lead changed hands about 3 times there, so really, really strong racing from those boys.
Here's the list for the 15-year-old final. Mark Gill from Trojan in 0, Tom O'Rourke from Athlone in 1, Mihir Rapchandani from Hamilton, Dubai in lane number 2, Alex Barrett from Blackrock in lane 3, Dennis O'Brien from Limerick in 4, Daniel Harvey from Ards in 5, Darragh Horgan from Limerick in 6, Daniela Tedesco from Ealing Swimming Club in lane number 7, Alexander Newman from Bangor in 8, and from the Bluefin Swimming Club, it's Kieran Waterson in lane number 9. So a couple of visitors here who can't get the medals. That's lane 2 and lane 7, Mihir Ramchandani and Daniela Tedesco. They are swimming for commemorative medals, but the rest going for gold, silver and bronze.
And based on this morning's or this afternoon's prelim times, Dennis O'Brien is way out in front with a 4:12.47 versus Daniel Harvey's 4:28. So Dennis O'Brien could be swimming this race on his own. Could be him versus the clock, which is tough, but it's a good experience working hard against that clock.
Dennis O'Brien in lane number 4. Those 2 yellow lanes in the centre, the faster lanes in the finals. And O'Brien, well, he has a narrow lead, but of course there are 8 lengths of the pool. It's a 400 metres this.
Yep. As we spoke about earlier on today, this first 50 is all about just getting into the race and then settling into your rhythm for the second, third, fourth 50s. You want to keep those splits as even as possible throughout a 400 freestyle with a little bit left. You don't want too much of a kick left, because that means you could have pushed a little bit harder in the middle sections, but you want a little bit of a kick left on that last 50.
Just starting to pull away a little bit now is O'Brien, the 15-year-old from Limerick. It's a really close race for second place. In lane 0, Shay Monaghan in lane 0 it's Mark Gill from Trojan with the green cap, who is very close to second place. But it's Daniel Harvey in 5 who got second, Darragh Horgan who's third, and Mark Gill in lane 0 is in 4th place.
Yeah, Dennis O'Brien is really taking control of this race now. 60.45 there for that first 100 metres. Really like his head position. He's staying low in the water. He's keeping his head low in the water. He's not lifting it. He's not creating any excess drag. He's keeping his ear on that water as if it was a pillow and getting that breath in back into his stroke. He's breathing every 2, so he's getting oxygen regularly, which is good and important for a 400 freestyle.
32.23 split for our leader Dennis O'Brien, and so a whopping 2 seconds faster than Daniel Harvey, with Darragh Horgan staying in 3rd and Mark Gill 4th.
Yeah, he really has settled into his stroke here now. Swimming at 32 point there, which is, as you said, 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. Just finding his rhythm, finding how hard he can push without pushing too hard as he approaches this 200 metre mark.
Halfway mark of this 400 metres final, and it's O'Brien turning in 2:05.1. Another 32 split.
Yep.
Great race for silver bronze, with Darragh Horgan in lane 6 in 2nd place, and in lane 5 Dan Harvey in 3rd.
You can see that Dennis O'Brien got that long stroke. He's not using his legs too much. He's saving a little bit, I imagine, in his legs for the last 50. He's kicking maybe
very high kick with his left foot, I noticed.
It is his left foot does come quite high out of the water, but I think when he goes to his feet it'll be a lot quicker, a lot smaller kicks, a lot faster.
It's his right foot, sorry, I got that wrong.
Another 32.3 though. He's consistent throughout those 50s, and that's exactly how you want to swim a 400 freestyle. So as he approaches this 300 metre mark, he's pacing this really, really well here. Well,
we know Dennis O'Brien is going to get the gold medal, but let's keep our eye out for the silver and bronze, because at the moment in lane number 6 it's Darragh Horgan just edging out in lane number 5 Dan Harvey, and in lane 0 on this near side Mark Gill from Trojan. Very close for those other medals.
And another 32.4 for Dennis O'Brien. He's like a metronome in this 400 freestyle, but let's hope he has a bit of a kick for this last 50. He's looking really strong here, not quite gone to his legs yet, so let's see if he can do that on the last 50. But there's a real race on here for the silver and bronze medals between 4 swimmers in lane 0, lane 3, lane 5 and lane 6.
And in lane 5, as I was saying, Dan Harvey from Ards. In lane 6, Darragh Horgan from Limerick, and in lane 0, Mark Gill from Trojan. Another 32.
Yep. Brilliant swimming from Dennis O'Brien here. Let's see what he can do in this last 25. It's time to dig in deep. Get
over 20 metres his lead coming into the final 15 metres. His best is 4:12:47. He'll be trying to get that lowered tonight, and he hits in 4:12:84. Just 0.04 of a second, 4.4 of a second outside his best. The race for silver in lane number 5, it's Harvey who has powered in. Harvey gets the silver, and in the bronze position, Darragh Horgan. Final spin of 32.03 for Harvey. That's what won him that silver medal. And there we have confirmation of the 3.
0.5 of a second between separating Daniel Harvey and Darragh Morgan there for the silver and bronze medal. There was a real battle for those minor medals, but it was Dennis O'Brien who took that race out hard from the start and led 2 4:12s in a day. That's some strong swimming for him, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that. It's not easy to do that on your own. It's not easy to get out there in a final and be 16 seconds ahead of your next competitor, but he did a really good job there, and looking forward to watching more of him as the years go on.
I have to ask you a question, Nick. Why is it always hotter in this pool on a nighttime session, in an evening session?
It's because that heat has been building all day coming through that roof, and it is warm in here. It's actually easier when you're swimming because you're in and out of the pool the whole time. I have more sympathy for my parents when they were watching me swimming than I did when I was swimming myself.
Okay, Riversdale Otters is the swimmer in lane 0, Shay Monaghan. Tristan Egan is from Aer Lingus, he's in lane 1. Alexander McAleer from Galway in lane 2. Emmett Cousins from New Ross in 3. It's Killian O'Loughlin Brophy from Coolmine in 4. Robert Mullen from Templeogue in 5. Michael O'Driscoll from Sundayswell in 6. And then a couple of visitors from the Hamilton Dubai Aquatics, it's Alexander Pushka, and from Ealing it's Jacob Senis. Dominic French in lane 9 for Sligo. 8 lengths of the pool, 400 metres. Big favourite here has to be O'Loughlin Brophy from Coolmine in lane number 4.
Yeah, and he's taking it out hard. Quite a high rate for the first 15 metres, but it looks like he's already settled into his rhythm right now, which is good. It's really hard when you dive in. There's that excitement, there's that energy, and the tendency is to race it, but you need to settle into your stroke as quickly as you can, and especially in a 400 freestyle event like this.
7 swimmers under 30 seconds on that first split. Only 1.2 seconds between them.
Yeah, look.
But O'Loughlin Brophy, the 16-year-old from Coolmine, has a body length of a difference to the swimmer in lane number 3. That's Emmett Cousins from New Ross.
Yeah, it's really tight across this field. O'Loughlin Brophy is about a body length ahead, but between the rest of them, there's very little separating them.
Rob Mullen in lane 5 in 3rd place. Alexander McAleer in lane 2 is 4th.
Less than a second separating 2 to 5 there, 2nd and 5th place at the 100 metre mark. So looks like it's Emmett Cousins from New Ross is pulling a little bit ahead of the rest of the field into that 2nd place, but there's no doubt who's leading this out in O'Loughlin Brophy from Coolmine as they approach the 150
Very much
mark.
a left-sided swimmer. I notice his breathing pattern is almost exclusively to the left.
Yeah, a lot of swimmers will get into the habit of breathing to one side and they'll have a stronger side which they breathe to, but in training a lot of the time you're always practicing breathing to both sides, so you're not overdeveloping one side versus the other. But then it comes to races and you do what is comfortable, what is fastest, and he's clearly stronger breathing to the left.
Great leg here for the boy in lane number 3, Emmett Cousins from New Ross, who has closed the gap definitely on this length. But O'Loughlin Brophy on the turn at 200, the halfway mark. Emmett Cousins with a 33.36, and in 3rd place Robert Mullen with a 33.12. They're really close, these guys.
All of these top 4 swimmers are all swimming at a similar pace along that 50 there, but it is O'Loughlin Brophy from Coolmine who's out in front, but Emmett Cousins is really doing his best to close that gap in lane 3 from New Ross.
So it's O'Loughlin Brophy from Coolmine in lane 4 leading the way. The gap has not widened though, and in lane number 3 it's Emmett Cousins who's going to turn in 2nd place, and he's just over a second behind with 3 lengths to go.
Yeah, it's all to play for here with 135 metres to go. Emmett Cousins is really working hard to get this, but he still looks quite relaxed as we come to this 100-metre mark.
The gap is slightly less than it was as we come to the 300-metre marker, and O'Loughlin Brophy hasn't got all this his own way. Great stuff from Emmett Cousins. Let's see what his split is like here. There you go, 0.5 of a second quicker on that last length.
Yeah, he's chipping away
and
at the lead.
Robert Mullen did a 33.12, which was the quickest of all.
They're all chipping away at O'Loughlin Brophy's lead right now. Emmett Cousins is really charging hard. This is setting up for a really fast last 50, or a really good race in this last 50. It looks like Cousins could draw level as we turn with 50 to go.
Fancy Emmett Cousins to turn this one around. He has been chipping away. I think in lane 5, Robert Mullen's probably a little bit too far away, but they've swum almost identical times, 0.03 of a second between them, and a second advantage for Cousins on that last length. What a race.
Yeah, Emmett Cousins has really swum a strong race right now, but O'Loughlin Brophy's answering in this last 50. He's gone to his legs and he's pulling away again with 15 metres to go.
Well, that's great competition, great competitive swimming by both of these guys. O'Loughlin Brophy seeing the danger on his left-hand side, and he is pushing it out to hit the wall for the gold medal. 31.32 on the last split. He beat Cousins by over a second on that last 50, and that's what won him the gold. Robert Mullen gets the bronze, and that was a super race.
Yeah, O'Loughlin Brophy led that race from the start, but he had built a big lead by 150 metres, but Cousins chipped away right up until 350 metres, but O'Loughlin Brophy knew what he's doing, had that kick and had the fastest last 50 there to take the win in a 4:18.47.
Well, there's two boys who know that they have been in an amazing race, probably one of the best races of their lives so far, and it's gold for the man from Coolmine. So moving on to the 17-year-olds. We have Dara Rusk from Athlone in lane 0. In lane 1, Finn O'Neill from ESB. Daniel Edgar from Lisburn City in lane 2. Ronan Fahy from Trojan Swimming Club in lane 3. Another new Ross swimmer, Evan Bailey in lane 4. Lisburn City, Adam Colgan in lane 5. Ben Moran from Aer Lingus in 6. Killian Langton from Sligo Swimming Club in lane 7. Cormac Rinn from Trident in lane 8. And from Limerick, it's Angus Cook in lane 9.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Evan Bailey earlier on this week. We saw him pick up a gold medal in the 100 freestyle yesterday. Now he's on the longer 400 freestyle. He's fresh off racing for Ireland at the European Junior Championships a couple of weeks ago. He's had a fantastic year. He's seed time or entry time or prelims time, I should say, a 4:05 is significantly faster than Adam Colgan in a 4:12. So it'll be about Bailey in the clock in this 17-year-olds 400 freestyle final.
8 lengths to the pool, 400 metres ahead of these guys. And a very good start in lane 5 from Adam Colgan and Evan Bailey in lane 4.
Adam Colgan is taking this out quite strong. He looks quite good as well, but look at Evan Bailey's technique. You can just see how efficient he is. Got a really high elbow, nice length at the front of his stroke, just conserving. He's already settled into his rate and rhythm so early in this 400 freestyle, which is great to see.
Neck and neck at 50 metres, just 11 hundredths between them.
Yeah, that's really nice swimming there from Evan Bailey. That high elbow, really good catch position, and I'm sure his coach Fran Ronan has spent a lot of work getting that right.
Way out in lane 9, Angus Cook of Limerick in the green cap is keeping in touch, and so too in lane 6 is Michael O'Driscoll from Sunday's Well. But the first 100 is completed in 58.63, and the split for Bailey, who's got the lead, was 0.6 faster than Adam Colgan.
Yeah, Evan is just kind of taking control of this race as we come to the 125 metre mark. He's almost swimming catch up. He's that relaxed at the front of his stroke. Swimming really well, really smooth, efficient on this second 100 of the 400 freestyle. Really nice to watch his swimming technique here, and that doesn't happen by accident. There's a lot of work that goes into getting that right.
Well, just 3 of the 8 lengths completed now. Another 30.92 for Evan Bailey. Just starting to ease away from Adam Colgan. Angus Cook in lane 9 is So far swimming a blinder of a race. He's in the bronze medal position, just ahead of lane 6, Ben Moran from Aer Lingus.
Yeah, we saw it in the Tokyo Olympics, one of the first final session. Hafnui from Tunisia took the race out from lane 8 and won the gold medal. And Angus Cook from Limerick is doing the same here. He's challenging these boys by going out hard in lane 9. But it is Evan Bailey in lane 4, turning 2:82, a split of 31.2, swimming really, really well halfway through this 400.
Ben Moran with a 32.48 has moved up to third place there in lane number 6. Just ahead in lane number 3 of Ronan Fahy from Trojan. And the guy in lane 9, Angus Cook, just slipping back a little. But lane 4 and 5 leading the way. And it's that man Bailey at the 2:50 mark.
Both these boys, Evan Bailey and Colgan, swimming technically really well. Oh, look at Bailey now. He's just started to pick up his kick rate. Look at his legs. You can just see he's just picked it up. He's starting to drive through. It'll be interesting to see if his split is faster on this 50, because he's definitely picked up his kick, he's picked up his rate and maintaining his efficiency at the front of his stroke.
17-year-old Bailey from New Ross in County Wexford, turning with 100 to go in a 29.71. As you said, he really upped his tempo there.
Yeah, he made his move. He decided with 150 metres to go it was time to make his move, and he's really working hard now. That leg, he's gone to that 6-feet leg kick, still having that high elbow, still having that really good catch position at the front of his stroke, but he's gone to his legs and he's kicking hard, and he's just stretching that lead out over Adam Colgan in lane 5.
Adam Colgan looks comfortable for the silver medal. It's a great race for bronze between in lane number 6 Ben Moran and in lane number 3 Ronan Fahy. That's a close one.
Yeah, 30.6 there for Evan Bailey. He's got last 50 now, so it's time to dig deep, hold on to the integrity of his stroke and see how fast he can finish here with 20 to go.
4:05 his best. Can he get under 4 minutes here? Probably not, but it's going to be close. And it's a wonderful swim from Evan Bailey, powering to the finish in 4:02.03, a sub-30 final 50. Great silver medal for Adam Colgan, and the race for bronze is going to be won in lane number 6 by Ben Moran. 31.29 against 31.82, just edging away from Ronan Fahy in lane 3. So the gold, the silver and the bronze to Bailey, Colgan and Moran.
Yeah, brilliant swimming from all those boys there, but Evan Bailey, the class of that field, really made his move with 150 metres to go. It's not often you see that, so he'll probably go back and have a chat with Fran and could potentially look to even out those splits and maybe push a little bit harder on that second 100 and keep those splits a little bit even. That 29 split with 150 to go is very, very fast, and what's not easy, it's not easy to pick up and then maintain. It takes a lot of energy to do that. That's why you often only see it on the last 50. So he might look at that and try and iron out those splits and keep them more consistent while still having a kick on the last 50.
Well spotted by you, Nick, because you saw that straight away that he was picking it up with the second 200, and especially in the 150 to 100. Anyway, here we go. It's the 18-year-old final now, and it's Eamon Smith from Longford in lane 1, Aidan Cook from Kilkenny in 2, Daniel Kennedy from Ards in 3, Danny Morgan from Coolmine in 4, Jabanian from the Czech Republic in lane 5, and James Park from Nuffield Clwyd in Wales. They can't win medals, but they're in lanes 5 and 6. Patrick Ferry in lane 7 and Odie Melia in lane 8. Just 9 swimmers here, nobody in lane number 9. Or in lane 0 for that matter. So here we go. The 18-year-old final, the fastest here is from Coolmine, Danny Morgan with a 4:08.
We're also missing the swimmer in lane 6 there, James Park. So there's actually a small final here with 7 swimmers. Let's see how they get on. Danny Morgan, the fastest qualifier, in a 4:08, with Dan Lowe from the Czech Republic in a 4:11, 3 seconds back behind him. So watch out for the middle lanes here as they turn at the 50-metre mark.
Yep, lanes 3, 4 and 5 prominent at the first length. 27.68, only a tenth of a second for Morgan ahead of Jabanian, with Daniel Kennedy in third for Bards.
Yeah, these 3 guys in 3, 4 and 5 have already built a body length lead on the rest of the field, so this could be a good race and could go right down to the wire, but it is Danny Morgan, the Coolmine swimmer who is out in front. He's actually based in the centre here in Dublin, so he's used to swimming in this pool, used to racing here, used to training here, so that's always an advantage.
Just 0.6 of a second separating the first three. Hope it stays this close. It'll be a fine race if it does, but of course, don't forget, Danilo Chebanian is only swimming for a commemorative medal, and there will be a bronze on offer to whoever comes fourth in this race.
And Danny Morgan there in lane 4, swimming quite similar to how Evan Bailey swam. It's almost a catch-up stroke, which is quite suited to the longer freestyle events, and it means you really stay efficient and long at the top of your stroke, whereas you'll see the sprinters will have a much higher turnover than that.
Kennedy was just a tenth slower than Morgan in that last 50, and they're still neck and neck. Nearest to the camera at the bottom of your screen in lane number 3 is Daniel Kennedy from Ards. In the middle, Danny Morgan from Coolmine. And at the top, Danilo Chebanian in lane number 5.
And it looks like Chebanian might take the lead at this halfway point, and he does. Turns in 2 minutes, 0.97. A half a second ahead of Danny Morgan, with Daniel Kennedy from Ards just behind there. This is a really, really close race between these three guys here.
Aidan Cook from Kilkenny is in the bronze medal position in this national championship. But Chebanian has certainly pushed on here from the Czech Republic, best of 4:11.07.
With 150 metres to go here, I really like the look at Danny Morgan in lane 4. He's still swimming that efficient stroke, so he might have a little bit of a kick with 100 to go. But it is still Chebanian who's leading by almost a second at the 250 metre mark. He's actually extending his lead out a bit. It looks like he's a body length up now as he approached.
Well, the beauty of these swimmers from abroad coming to a gala like this is that they help to push the Irish lads to an even better swim. And Chebanian is pulling the two Irish boys along here as Kennedy and Morgan push for the gold and silver. 100 to go, and they're neck and neck. Look at that gap. Nothing in it.
Big split there for Chebanian, a 31.0 versus a 32.0. So he took a second out of the two boys there on that 50, which is a big gap in a 50.
Dan Kennedy from Kilkenny is comfortable in the bronze medal position. He's certain to get that. But who's going to get the gold and silver as they trail in the wake of Chebanian, who is flying at the moment?
Yeah, you can see they've all gone to their legs now at this stage, so they're all pushing hard. But I don't think either Morgan or Kennedy are going to be able to catch Chebanian with 50 to go.
Just 500ths between them there, Morgan and Kennedy, as they battle it out for gold and silver. What a race this is. And it's the man in lane 4 who has just pushed ahead here, Danny Morgan from Coolmine, with a 4:08 this morning.
The real battle for this Irish gold medal between Morgan and Kennedy. They're really fighting it out here.
Kennedy's fighting back. Kennedy's fighting back. Who's going to get the touch? It is so close, and it is Kennedy with a 30.25, edging out Danny Morgan. It looked like Morgan had it, but Kennedy in the last 15 minutes, he really pushed on, and he got the gold. Silver goes to Danny Morgan, and the bronze goes to Aidan Cook, who was comfortable in third place from Kilkenny. But Chebanian will get the commemorative medal, and the Irish boys, they can be proud of themselves. 4:07.15, 4:07.20, 500ths at the end of 400 metres. What a race.
Brilliant racing. It really was. Kennedy there got his head down. Both boys didn't breathe in the last 5 metres, but Kennedy had that momentum. That 30.24 split was over half a second faster than Morgan's last 50, and that really is the difference that got him to touch the wall first and take home that gold medal.
Okay, the final of these 400 metre freestyles finals, and it's the 18 and over category. And in this race we've got Neddy Irwin from Dolphin in lane 1. We've got Christian Saradai-Naj from New Ross in lane 2. Ben David from UCD in 3. Nathan Whiffen from Larne, we saw him earlier breaking 4 minutes. Nathan Whiffen from Larne in lane 4. And Finn McGeever from Limerick, who's a 4:04 man in lane 5. Robin Pfeiffer from Bluefin in lane 6. Yasser Hassan from Brompton in 7. And Cian Foley in lane 8, representing New Ross.
Finn McGeever obviously fresh off the Olympics, the Tokyo 2021 Olympics last summer. He's a former Irish senior record holder in this 400 freestyle event. I know he's not rested coming in here as he's heading to Rome for European Championships in a couple of weeks, but he'll still want to put down a really strong performance here in this 400 freestyle final. But Nathan Whiffen, only man in the whole field to be sub 4 minutes from the heats he's definitely going to be looking to try and get the gold in this Irish Summer Championships in the 19 and over final.
All these boys between 19 and 23 years of age. The two main men, Whiffen 21 from Larne, McGeever in lane 5 is 22-year-old from Limerick. And a nice even start for all of the swimmers in this first length of 8.
Yeah, really tight there between Nathan Whiffen, Finn McGeever and Robin Pfeiffer in lane 6. It actually looks like it's going to be Robin Pfeiffer who's going to touch first.
It's McGeever just by 0.12 of a second.
No, what you see there is Finn really had impetus around the turns. Pfeiffer was slightly ahead, but Finn had that fast rotation to get that touch to the wall, and that's his class as a fresh off the Olympics. That's his class showing right there.
All 7 swimmers under 30 seconds for the first 50. Lanes 4 and 5 stretching away from the rest, and in lane 4 it's Nathan Whiffen, who turns just ahead by 1600ths. A sub-30 split there for Whiffen.
Both these two boys are going to be head-to-head for this next 300 metres, and it could be a really good race. Whiffen is really pushing it early. You can see he's got a higher tempo than Finn. Finn looks really controlled still at this point, but Nathan is pushing hard here at 150 metre mark.
Ben David from UCD is the best of the rest. He's in 3rd place. But they're neck and neck as they turn. It's lane 4 though with the advantage. Whiffen 29.64, 29.94 for McGeever, just 0.3 of a second between them.
Yeah, nothing between these boys as we're coming up to the halfway stage here. Technically, Finn just looks so good. He's got that, I've mentioned it a few times before, but that high elbow, that good catch position is so important in freestyle swimming. Nathan has it as well, so really good technical swimming from these two boys at the halfway stage.
It's a great opportunity for Finn McGeever ahead of those Europeans to really test himself in a competitive race.
Absolutely, and he's found himself in a really good race here, so this is going to stand to him when he goes to Rome. It's all about the tactics and the technical execution. That's what he'll be focused on, but once you get into a race, that competitive spirit takes over and won't want to lose here to Nathan.
Ben David in the bronze position still from UCD in lane 3, but coming to the 250 mark, neck and neck again. Look at that, 1600ths on that split, and there's only 0.3 of a second between them overall.
Yeah, this is really tight here. It looks like Finn is starting to creep up on him. It looks like Finn is starting to creep up level with him, whereas Nathan has kind of just been ahead for the whole race so far. But Finn is working hard here, and this is setting up for a fantastic last 100.
Stroke, 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 stroke. It's unbelievable. They are so matched.
This is going to be a good last 100.
Who has the stamina? Who has the drive and the energy? Who has the desire and the hunger to win this?
That was a really good strong turn from Finn, using his underwaters, and he's pulled a little bit ahead of Nathan there, about half a body length, and that is the underwaters. That's how important they are when it comes down to it. In the heat of the moment, when you're neck and neck with someone who has the better technique, who can hold up under pressure, and Finn is doing an excellent job here with 50 to go.
And maybe Nathan Whiffen has cracked a little because he knows he's lost that edge. He turns a good second and a half down, 29.43 on the 7th length. That's brilliant swimming from Finn McGeever.
Yeah, that's his experience shown through. He's really driving hard on that 50. He made his move there. Nathan is trying to fight back, but Finn had done all the damage on that last 50 right now, and he's going to take the gold medal here. It's a fantastic setup for him as he's heading to European Championships in a few weeks. Limerick
were class in Croke Park last Sunday, and this man from Limerick, Finn McGeever, has been class in this race. 3:57.58, 3:59.14 for Whiffen, breaking 4 minutes for the second time today. What a race for those two. And for Whiffen, there is no disrespect, no loss of honour by coming second to the man who's on his way to the Euros. The bronze medal goes to Ben David, who kept his form up with a good 32 last leg, and he gets the bronze in third for UCD. Yeah. Fabulous swimming yet again. We are being treated to something special tonight.
That was a great swim, and the real atmosphere built through that as those two boys neck and neck the whole way through that race, and it really was that second last 50 where Finn just made his move and pulled away. But that's really strong. Look, Nathan 3:59.14, 3:59.85 as well this morning, so that's two really solid 400 freestyles back to back. Really impressive day of swimming for him. So twice under the 4 minute barrier. He's the only man in that whole field to go sub 4 minutes twice today, so really strong swimming from him to get the silver medal. But it is Finn McGeever who's heading to European Championships. He took the gold medal there.
Intriguingly, we're going to the girls' butterfly, and we've got two small fields of 13-year-olds and then of 14-year-olds. Here's the first one, 200 butterfly. Just 4 competitors for the gold, silver and bronze. And as you can see, it's Georgina Walker of Banbridge in 3. It's Lucy O'Brien from Limerick in lane 4. Sarah Keane in lane 5 from Portmarnock. And Ellen Manson from the Dolphin Swimming Club in lane number 6. 200 metres of butterfly. Tough discipline this.
Absolutely, a 200 fly is one of the toughest events in the swimming program. You have to pace this really right, because if you don't, it can really hurt on that last 50. So 200 fly is all about pacing. These 13-year-olds might not have that honed down. It took me a long time to get used to pacing a 200 fly. Not that I did too many of them in the latter stages of my career, but it's a tough event, but a really good event if you can get the tactics down right.
Just one of these 4 is going to go home disappointed and medalless. And it's in lane number 4, Lucy O'Brien from Limerick, who is calmly heading towards the lead at the first 50. In lane number 3, in second place, it's Georgina Walker from Banbridge and Sarah Keane in the bronze medal position, but not much between them.
No, just a half a second between O'Brien and Walker in lanes 4 and lane 3 respectively. So Lucy O'Brien is a slight lead, but Walker is not letting her go. In fact, it looks like Walker's actually beginning to pull level with her as they're approaching this.
Nice style in lane 3 from Walker. She does have a lovely high foot action, and she's closing the gap as we come to the end of the first 100. Halfway mark in 1:13.98. Only 12 hundredths between them on that last 50 metres.
Really good turn there for Lucy O'Brien for a 13-year-old. She pulled away from Georgina Walker on that underwater phase, so really strong work from the girl from Limerick. As we approach the 125 metre mark, she has about a body length lead ahead of Walker, with Keane from Portmarnock in the bronze medal position.
Limerick Swimming Club have sent so many swimmers to this gala championship, this summer championship here in the National Aquatic Centre, and it looks like they're going to get another gold medal here with Lucy O'Brien. 50 metres to go and the time 1:54.65. Split 40.67, another couple of seconds eked out on Georgina Walker. Not much doubt about where the medals are going here.
Yeah, another really consistent split from Lucy O'Brien there. It looks like she's pacing this race really well. See how she does now with 25 metres to go. But it is clear the medals are going to go to O'Brien in 4, Walker in 3, and then Sarah Keane in 5.
So Lucy O'Brien just 15 metres away from the National Summer Championships gold medal in the 13-year-old 200 metre butterfly category.
Looks like O'Brien has tightened up a little bit on the last 50, but she still definitely took that gold medal in a 2:35. 5 seconds faster than the time she went this morning. Really strong swimming there from her.
Silver medal goes to Georgina Walker in lane 3 from Banbridge, and she was also 6 seconds faster. And Sarah Keane in the bronze medal position. Well, she's 4 seconds faster, so that's all they could ask for.
Yep. We've mentioned numerous times, moving it on from heats to finals. That's what it's all about, getting that progression through the rounds. And all of those girls have done that there. Ellie Manson, 2:58.65 in 4th place. Slightly slower than she was in the prelims in 2:57, but still a consistent swim from her there.
And the second of these heats, the 14-year-olds in this 200 metres butterfly. It's Michaela Malkova from the Czech Republic in lane 2. In lane 3, it's Hannah Poynton from Trojan. In lane 4, it's Claire Custer, who swam so beautifully earlier in the individual medley final, relay final, Sunday as well. And in lane 5, it's Emily Edgar from Lisburn City. Ava Hand in lane 6 from Ards, and also from Lisburn is Sinead McQuillan.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, Claire Custer had a really, really strong leg of that, a fly leg of the Sunday Wales winning 4x1 medley relay. So this is her
She turned a 7-metre deficit into about a 5-metre lead. It was the most extraordinary swim, and it completely changed that race around. And here she goes, looking for gold in her favourite 200s butterfly.
Absolutely. This will be, at the end of this race, she'll have some 500 metres worth of fly racing in a one day. Not even in one day, in a couple of hours. That was the afternoon session. So really impressive swimming from Claire Custer, the Sunday Wells Swimming Club swimmer.
It'll be hard for her to match her time of earlier today, but it was a 2:30. Emily Edgar in lane 5 did a 2:41, 2:40.97.
And it is Claire Custer turning first in a 33.76. She has a second lead over Hannah Poynton from Trojan. So Claire Custer is building that lead early in this race, and she looks strong in the water. Really using that strength, that upper body. Got quite a high tempo for a 200 fly, but we saw that this morning, and she's able to hold on to it. So she's going to keep driving that tempo through this halfway mark. But
I often wonder what makes the difference from somebody like Custer and somebody like the girl in second place, Hannah Poynton.
Yeah, it's all about technique. So Claire Custer is really driving forward with each one of her strokes. When you look at Hannah Poynton, is lifting up quite high on each one of her breaths. You really want to be driving forward on your strokes, and that's that slight technical difference that really makes a difference, especially over a 200 fly. When you consider how many strokes they're taking, if there's a little bit more resistance on every single stroke, that adds up very quickly.
Well, in the silver medal position, it's Hannah Malloy in the silver medal position, it's Hannah Poynton from Trojan, but Custer is steaming on here. 150.14 at the turn, another sub 39 split.
A little bit of a glide there from Claire Custer into the wall. It's so important, especially on the fly legs and on breaststroke strokes, to really nail that touch into the wall. You want to finish on a full stroke, or you want to hit the turn on a full stroke, so that you carry as much momentum around the walls. Otherwise you get stopped. That happened to Claire a little bit there, but she is the class of this field here, with 10 metres lead over Hannah Poynton from Trojan.
14-year-old Claire Custer heading for gold, heading for her second gold today indeed, after the individual medley. Here she is, hits the wall in 2:29.40, breaks the 2:30 mark. That's a huge swim for her. In the bronze and silver medal positions, it's a really close race. Emily Edgar in lane 5 with a 38.91 final leg. What a last 50 to get silver and push Hannah Poynton down to bronze. Ava Ann not too far behind in 4th place. But what a swim by Custer, and what a swim by Emily Edgar.
Hannah Poynton was a silver medal position the whole way through that race, but Emily Edgar, a 3-second difference between those two swimmers on that last 50. We talked about the piano on the back there. That seemed to happen to Hannah Poynton, so that's why the pacing in a 200 fly is absolutely crucial. If you don't get it right and you go out too hard, you pay one hell of a price on that last 50.
Okay, it's the 200 butterfly 15-year-old finals now, and we've got a full pool this time. Katie Kelly from Sharks in lane 0, Lauren McGrath from Limerick in lane number 1, Holly Robson from Lisburn in 2, Hannah Malloy from Trojan in 3, Ava Bailey, who's swimming for the New Ross Club in lane 4, Sophia Quigley from Ards in 5, Niamh Pearce from Guildford City Swimming Club in lane 6, Rachel Marshall from Trojan in 7, Lucy Svobodova from the Czech Republic in 8, and Aoife Fierick from Limerick is in lane number 9. So we have a couple of guest swimmers here, Pearce and Svobodova, who are swimming for commemorative medals. The rest swimming for the National Championship, National Summer Championships, that is, in the 15 years of age category at 200 butterfly.
And we see Quigley is back in the pool. She was swimming the 100 freestyle at the start of this session, and she's back again now for this 200 fly, and it looks like she's taking the lead at 15-metre mark. A great start from her in lane 5, but Eva Bailey from New Ross is now taking control of this race as they approach the 35-metre mark.
Quigley from Ards in 5 and Bailey from New Ross in 4. Lanes 3 and 6 look like they're in 3rd and 4th positions. Who gets the touch? It's Bailey in 4. A fraction ahead, 0.4 ahead of Sophia Quigley in lane 5, with Malloy in the bronze medal position, narrowly ahead of Niamh Pearce.
Yeah, Bailey looks like she's got a really nice fly stroke there. Using her hips well, she's driving from her hips, sitting quite high on top of the water. Doesn't look like she's swimming through the water, it looks almost like she's swimming on top of the water, and she's swimming really well. But the two girls either side of her are not letting her get away yet.
Great 50 there from Hannah Malloy of Trojan in the green cap, who's closed the gap without a doubt on that second leg at the halfway mark. 1:11 dead. And there you go, Quigley in 37. Hannah Malloy with a really good split as well.
Big split from Quigley there, and she's picked up her rate on this third 50, and she's now edged into the lead. This is going to be a cracking last 75 metres. It is Quigley from Bailey with Malloy from Trojan in bronze medal position currently, but that could all change as they approach this 150 metre mark.
Really powerful third length from Sophia Quigley. She's managed to get at least a metre of a lead, which is a lot in butterfly, and she's going to turn first ahead of Bailey in lane 4. In the bronze medal position, it's Malloy.
Yeah, Bailey there, 0.7, 0.8 of a second quicker than Bailey on that third 50, so she's really working hard to pull away, but Bailey's not letting her get away just yet.
You can hear the support in the stadium for Sophia Quigley from Ards. She looks like she's going to be taking the gold medal, but hold on a second. Here comes Bailey back again, and in lane number 3, fast finishing Hannah Malloy as well. What a race from these three girls. I think it's going to be Quigley, but who knows? What a race, and it's Bailey! 39.57, almost a second faster than that last 50. When it looked like Quigley had won it between 100 and 150, back came Bailey to get the gold, and Malloy only a fraction down, and the fastest 50 from Malloy.
Absolutely, you talk about splitting a race there. Quigley really pushed that third 50 and drove into the lead with 25 to go. I was like, this race is over, it's Quigley. But we talk about that lactic acid build up. She was really struggling that last 20 metres.
Look at the time, 6 hundredths between gold and silver, and only 9 hundredths between silver and bronze. That's the best race we've had tonight.
Yeah, that was Bailey just using that little bit of energy. You knew Quigley was hurting in that last 15 metres, and Bailey was just about able to do enough to get ahead. But Malloy in lane 3 from Trojan was really pushing hard as well. Had the fastest last 50 split, which she had a really well split race, and a really great race all around there.
Okay, we've only got 3 in the next final, which is for 17-year-olds. Oh, I've got that wrong. No, it's not. I think we've got the wrong caption up there somehow. We're looking for the 17-year-old final.
Nope. We have the 16-year-old final. You're right. There's only 3 swimmers.
Only 3 here.
Only
okay,
3
Anna
swimmers.
McKernan from Banbridge. My apologies. In lane 3. And you know, I thought they were the standbys for the previous one. And Anna Burns-Atkin in lane 4 for Banbridge, and Ava Bailey.
Yeah,
in lane 5.
It's a Ballymena Ava Bailey.
Ava Bailey with the same name as the girl we've just seen, but this Ava Bailey is from Ballymena.
Spelled with an I versus a Y. We've got the New Ross Ava Bailey and the Ballymena Ava Bailey in the 16-year-old final in lane 5.
Well, Alana Burns-Atkin has a 2:22, which is a full 8 seconds faster than Eva Bailey. So it really should be the girl in lane 4 who wins this handily, but you never know.
Yeah, and we watched Alana Burns-Atkin take the race out hard this morning, and she's doing the same thing in this evening's final. She's working quite hard on this first 50. That's a really high tempo as she approaches 50. She's turning in a 30.80 versus Bailey's 32.16 and McKiernan's 32.89. So Alana Burns-Atkin is really charging hard on this first 100 metres.
After the thrills of the last race, this a little bit of a come down after the Lord Mayor's show, you might say. But it's a very fine swim from Alana Burns-Atkin in lane 4 for Banbridge.
Her rate has dropped now compared to what it was at that first 50, so she's just settling into a rhythm in the middle part of this 200 fly, and she's turning in a 106.69 at 35.8 split versus a 37.1 split for Eva Bailey in lane 5.
Yes, extending her lead with every length. gold, silver and bronze for these three girls. They're guaranteed a medal. The only question is who'll get what, and it certainly looks like it's almost decided at this stage.
Yeah, unless we were to see something major changes happen here, it looks like the medal positions are decided, with Burns Atkins approaching 150 metres right now. She turns in a 1:44.43, using her underwaters there, which is really good to see, taking that 2 or 3 kicks off the wall and then popping up.
So it is Atkin Burns who is, well, coasting to victory is probably the right word. But you have to give credit in lane number 5 to Eva Bailey from Ballymena, because she hasn't let her get away any further. And back in third it's McKernan from Banbridge. So here we come. What's her time? 2:22.7.
Very
almost
similar.
Identical, 300ths of a second quicker than what she swam earlier today. Eva Bailey gets the silver in 2:27.59.
That's almost a second off her prelims time, so that's some strong swimming
and
there.
Anna McKernan with the bronze in 2:35.
And again, that's 5 seconds faster than her prelims time for Anna McKernan, so strong swimming from all of those 3 girls there, and that's your
confirmation there of where the medals have gone in this 17-year-old or 16-year-old butterfly final. Okay, moving on to the 17-year-olds in the butterflies. And in lane 1 it's going to be Sarah Salai from St. Felix. In lane 2 from Dolphin, Heather Fain. Lane 3 is Rachel Harris from Brompton Swimming Club. Lane 4 is Tony Jemison from Lisburn. Hannah McCabry from Lurgan is in lane 5. Ruth Kelly from New Ross is in lane 6. Fallon Becker from Glenalbyn in lane 7. And Chiara Tanchi from Italy is in lane number 8. So a couple of visiting swimmers here. Lanes 3 and 8 just swimming for the commemorative medals. The rest swimming for the gold, silver and bronze.
And Tony Jameson, the fastest qualifier, the Lisburn City Swimming Club. She had a prelims time of 2:27.40. So she'll be looking to see if she can go faster than that in tonight's final.
4 lengths of this beautiful pool. And a great start from lane number 2 by Heather Fain from Dolphin in the yellow hat.
Yeah, Heather Fain is taking this race out hard. She's got quite a high tempo, but she really utilised her fly kicks to pop up first there. But Tony Jameson and Hannah McCabry from Lurgan are also right in the mix there as they approach the 50-metre mark.
Lurgan's Hannah McCabry is going to be in second place at the turn, and in third in lane 4 it's Tony Jemison. Sarah Salai not out of the medals either in lane number 1.
I like the look of Tony Jameson at this stage in the race. She looks quite relaxed, quite comfortable, just stroking it out on this fly leg, not wasting energy. But the 2 girls in lane 2 and lane 5 are the leaders, and it's really tight at this 100 metre as they approach 100 metres.
I'm interested about the hand action of the girl in lane number 2, Heather Fain.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of a wrist flick, which you see some of the swimmers doing. It's all about making sure you enter at the right position. It doesn't really matter what the hand looks like out of the water as long as it enters in the right position. And it looks like she's getting it right out in front of her there and connecting well with the water.
Hannah McCabry in lane number 5 for Lurgan is stretching away, and catching her now inside is lane number 4 is Tony Jemison with a fading lane 2 Heather Fain in the yellow cap.
I really like the look of Tony Jameson here. She's just picked up her rate on this third 50, and she's closing the gap on Hannah McCabry, but it is going to be Hannah who turns in first place at this 150 metre mark.
Hannah McCabry with 0.5 of a second advantage on Tony Jemison. Lanes 5 and 4 out in front. Heather Fain still in third, but she's only got a very narrow gap now as that she tries to hang on to that bronze medal with the fast finishing lane 6 Ruth Kelly coming up.
It's between these 2 girls now. Tony Jameson is charging hard, but McCabry is holding her off. With 15 to go, it's just McCabry over Jameson, but Jameson is pushing.
Oh, Jameson could turn this around. She's finishing really fast. Can McCabry hold on? It's neck and neck, stroke for stroke, and it's McCabry by 200ths of a second. What a finish. In third place, Ruth Kelly finished really fast, and she gets the bronze for New Ross. But what a swim that was by the girl from Lurgan, who just edged out Tony Jemison. Both the medals going north, and well, really nothing between them.
No, 0.02 after a 200 fly. Doesn't get much closer than that. What a great race. Tony Jameson was really controlled throughout that race, but she split her race really well. But McCaffrey had enough on that last 50 to hold off that charge of Tony Jameson and got her hand
there was a race
just on the wall.
Where it's all on the touch.
Absolutely.
You know, it's the length of the stroke almost.
Yeah.
You have to judge so that you hit the wall on your extension.
That's what we talked about. You have to hit that wall on a full stroke. If either one of those girls were to hit it on a half stroke, that would have been the difference between winning and losing right there.
Okay, this is the last of the butterfly finals, the 200 metres butterfly, and it's the open final for girls aged 18 and over. And for the Czech Republic, we've got Radka Podestova in lane 0. Limerick is represented by Hannah O'Connor in lane 1. Hazel Bentley from Asgard in lane 2. Hannah O'Shea from Dolphin in 3. Lucy Thornton from Aer Lingus in 4. Sharon Semshi from Sundayswell in 5. Faith Hayburn from Swim Belfast in 6. Michaela Kiselova from the Czech Republic in 7, and Grace Coyle from Larne in 8. So the girls in lanes 0 and 7 are swimming for commemorative medals. The national championship down to the rest. Fastest, the 2:20.22 of Lucy Thornton from Aer Lingus.
Good off the blocks there from Lucy Thornton in 4, but great underwaters from Sharon Semshi, the Sunday Wells swimmer, and she has taken the lead with 25 metres to go. She's got quite a high rate here, so if she can hold on to this throughout the race, it'll be quite impressive. But it's quite a fast start here from Sharon Semshi, the Sunday Wells swimmer.
Yeah, Sundayswell, wonderful swimming club. They've had so many prominent swimmers at this gala. Keep producing brilliant young talent. Says a lot about the coaches down there. There was just half a second really between the two of them at the end of the first length.
Yeah.
Michaela Kiselova in 3rd place.
Sharon has just settled into her rhythm a bit now. That rate has dropped a little bit, but Lucy Thornton is coming back, is attacking hard in this second 50. And as they swim past us here, it looks like Lucy has taken the lead. It's going to have a fast second 50 split here from Lucy Thornton. She's going to have taken about a second and a half out of Sharon Semshi on this 50 alone.
Well, Sharon Semshi 7 seconds down on time to Lucy Thornton, 35.84 to 36.44. So there was almost a second between them, well, 1/6 of a second. And it's Hannah O'Shea in the bronze medal position in 3rd. Right, the second 100. Who's got the stamina? Who can keep their form? And it's the Aer Lingus swimmer Thornton who is continuing to lead. Semshi, though, is pushing her all the way.
Yeah, Semshi is not letting Lucy Thornton get away from her, but Lucy Thornton is really using that hip drive into this 150 metre mark, and she is going to touch first at that stage on a 1:41.85 versus Semshi's 1:42.76.
0.8 of a second ahead on that split. So Lucy Thornton, well, if she can keep it going, she should get the gold medal, but Semshi pushing her all the way. In lane number 3, in the bronze medal position, is Hannah O'Shea from Dolphin.
And Thornton has picked up her rate on this last 50, and she is pulling away from Semshi. She's really picked it up here and looks really strong into this last 10 metres. This is going to be a fast last 50 split from Lucy Thornton, the Aer Lingus swimmer.
Aer Lingus get the gold with Thornton in 2:17, 3 seconds better than her earlier time. Semshi gets the silver in 2nd place for Sundayswell, and in the bronze, Hannah O'Shea, who was in 3rd position all the way through that race. The Dolphin swimmer getting the bronze medal.
That's a brilliant last 50 split from Lucy Thornton at 35.89. That was her fastest split of the 3 50s. So to hold that back for the last 50 is not easy to do, and a really powerful swimmer from the Aer Lingus girl there. So that's gold medal for her, 2:17.74, which is a 3 second or 2.5 second improvement on the time she did in the heats this morning. So really strong swimming there by all of the girls.
Okay, we're switching to the boys butterfly now at 200 metres, and we've got quite a few finals here at 13-year-olds, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and over. So in this first race for 13-year-olds, it's Mateusz Milishevich from Nina in lane 2, Jason Gia in lane 3 for Tala. Zain Salah from Hamilton, Dubai in lane 4. He was the fastest of the qualifiers, but he can't win a medal because he's a visitor. Phelim Hanley from Blackrock in lane 5. And in lane number 6, Liam O'Driscoll from the Sunday's Well Swimming Club. How many times have we said that this week? Sunday's Well.
Yeah, they're one of the strongest clubs in the country at the minute. They're doing some great work down there. Rich is doing a really good job with that group, and the rest of his coaching team are doing some really good stuff down there in Cork. And it's really paying off here at this Irish Summer Championships. So Zain Salah in this 13-year-old final is the clear favourite.
But he'll only get a commemorative medal, unfortunately for him.
Absolutely. So the rest of these boys will be fighting it out for the gold, silver and bronze medals to take home.
So it's Manashevic in 2, Gia in 3, Salah in 4, Hanley in 5 and O'Driscoll in 6.
Good start there from Zain Salah and Phelim Hanley from Blackrock Swimming Club as they approach the 25-metre mark. They're just using that underwaters, popping up and then getting into their rhythm quite quickly. Phelim Hanley looks like he's got that longer, more relaxed stroke versus Salah, who has that higher tempo, higher rate, and looks like he's working a little bit harder through this first 50.
So the swimmer from Dubai gets the first 50 in 31.92. Gia only fractionally ahead of Hanley and O'Driscoll. It's a good swim from the boy in lane 5. Phelim Hanley from Blackrock. Yep. He's closed the gap and he might even have gone ahead as they pass us here in the commentary position.
It looks like he's actually taken the lead here, Phelim Hanley. Looks like he's having a really, really good swim through this first 100 metres of that 200 butterfly.
Phelim Hanley looking to get the lead after 100 and he doesn't quite, but the split was brilliant, 37.19, almost a second faster than Salah.
That is the fastest split of the field on that 50, and he has now pulled ahead, but Zain Salah is not letting him get away, and we could have a really, really good race between these two boys with 75 metres to go.
In the silver medal position in lane 6, it's Liam O'Driscoll, and in the bronze medal position out in lane, in silver is in lane 3, is Gia. In lane 6, it's O'Driscoll in the bronze. But these two neck and neck for the heat honours, and it looks like Hanley just got ahead there, but no, he's still a fraction behind.
He's got good turns there, Phelim Hanley. He looks to be pulling ahead every time he does his turns, but it's really tight between these two boys with 30 metres to go.
Half a length to go. Hanley pushing all the way, trying to drag Salah onto him, but Hanley's going to get the gold and he's going to get the win as well. Phelim Hanley, the 13-year-old from Blackrock Swimming Club, did a 2:34.75 earlier today. Look at this time. It's 2:25.23. 9 seconds faster than his best. That's brilliant. The silver medal is going to go in lane 3 to Gia from Tala swimming team. And the bronze will go to lane number 6 and Liam O'Driscoll.
What a last 50 there from Phelim Hanley at 36.31. 3 seconds faster on that last 50 alone than anyone else in the rest of that field. He really paced that race well. Zain Salah took it out hard, but Phelim Hanley, the Blackrock swimmer, stuck to his guns, stuck to his game plan, and it really paid off, and he is the 13-year-old 200-metre butterfly champion at this Irish Summer Championships.
Mateusz Mirashevich finishing in 3:03.75 to complete that 13-year-old final in the boys butterfly. So it's the 14-year-olds next in the same category. It's going to be Alex Martin of Coolmine in lane 1, Oisin McGlue from Bluefin in lane 2, Ben Wilson from Ards in lane 3. The fastest swimmer here is Ben Bickerstaff from Lisburn City with a 2:25.94 earlier today in lane 4. Eduardo Antonelli from Italy in lane 5. Killian Hall from Lisburn in 6. And Conor Corbett from the Wexford Swimming Club in lane number 7.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Ben Bickerstaff throughout this meet, and he is the fastest qualifier here in a 2:25.94. There's 2 swimmers from Lisburn City Swimming Club. We also have his teammate Killian Hall in lane 6.
Antonelli swimming just for fun and maybe a commemorative medal, but Bickerstaff the strong favourite. He has 7 seconds to spare on his nearest rival. Good start in lane number 6 by Killian Hall of Lisburn. But out in front straight away is Bickerstaff.
The two Lisburn swimmers there had good starts. Interesting to note that both of them stayed right upright, standing on the blocks until the referee said take your marks, whereas all the other swimmers were in that set position earlier, which is good. It means you have a little bit more power potentially off the blocks, but it's always a bit risky because you have to get into position and you don't have that much time to get set.
Sub 30 for Bickerstaff at the first 50. Antonelli in second. Killian Hall in the silver medal position. Conor Corbett in the bronze, but he's only 7/100ths of a second ahead of Oisin McGlue in lane 2.
But it is Bickerstaff who's really charged into the lead as he approaches this 100-metre mark. He has got about a 2 body length lead at this stage, and he's in real control of this race.
Yes, Bickerstaff. Sometimes you look at these guys and you go, are they only 14?
I know, especially when they're in the water. They look a lot bigger when they're in the water, which is always a good sign. You want to look big in the water. It means that you're connecting better, you're out powerful, you've got strong positions. Whereas if you look small and short in the water, you're not getting the full range of your limbs.
Bickerstaff with the lead here ahead of Antonelli, but there's a great race going on for the silver and bronze with 4 swimmers in a line. In lane number 2 it's Oisin McGlue. In lane number 3 it's Ben Wilson, and over on the far side in lane number 6 and 7 it's Killian Hall and Conor Corbett. Anybody there could get silver or bronze.
Absolutely, but there's no doubt who's going to take home the gold medal in this race. It is Ben Bickerstaff, 1:43.22, a 37.7 split. That's 2 seconds faster than Antonelli.
Ben Wilson in the silver medal position. In 4th place, Corbett in the bronze medal position at the moment, just ahead.
Bickerstaff is getting a little bit short now. He was a lot longer earlier on in the race, so he's getting short and hurting a little bit. He needs to hold on to the integrity of his stroke with 10 metres to go, but he's definitely going to bring home the gold, and let's see what time he can do.
He did a 2:25.90 earlier today. This time it's a 2:19.77, under 2:20. He'll be pleased with that.
Yeah,
the Italian Antonelli in 2nd place. He'll get a commemorative medal. The silver medal will go in lane 3 to Ben Wilson from Ards, and the bronze medal over in lane number 7 to Killian Hall from Lisburn City. So that's the 14-year-old boys butterfly, and a fine win for Ben Bickerstaff.
Yeah, you could see him celebrating after that race as soon as he touched the wall and looked at the board. So that 2:19.77 looks like he's happy with that, and a 5 seconds improvement from his prelim swim. Why wouldn't he be?
So moving swiftly on, we've got the 15-year-olds now in the 200 metres butterfly. In lane number 1, it's Liam Traynor from Hillingdon Swimming Club in England. Alfie Shaw from Lisburn City in lane 1. Alex Barrett in lane 2 from Blackrock. New Ross of Donegal McCarthy in lane 3. Sean Donlan for Glenalbin in lane 4. Dennis O'Brien representing Limerick in lane 5. Cormac Farron from Bangor in 6. Bryn Manwini from Leander in 7. Conor Lanigan from Trident Swimming Club in 8. And Ricky Fain from Dolphin in 9. And it was at 2:13.47 for Sean Donlan from Glenalbin in the earlier heat. He's got a few seconds to spare over Dennis O'Brien from Limerick, who did a 2:16.88.
And we just saw Dennis O'Brien have a powerful 400 metre freestyle not that long ago. 400 freestyle, 200 fly double in the space of an hour or so. It is not easy going, so interesting to see how he gets on the back of that 400 freestyle not so long ago.
Away they go, 4 lengths of the pool, this 200 metres butterfly, and the best start in lane number 4 by the favourite Sean Donlan, but also a great start in lane number 1 by Alfie Shaw of Lisburn City.
Yeah, and it looks like it is.
And also out in lane number 8 with the blue cap, it's Conor Lanigan who's made a good start, the Trident swimmer.
Trident, and it's going to be between 4 and lane 8. It is lane 4. Sean Donlan turning first in a 28.82 ahead of Alfie Shaw in lane 1, 29.93.
Donlan and Shaw under 30 seconds for that first 50. And Donlan just spreading away here. Really good tempo, really powerful stroke.
Dennis O'Brien is holding on to him though. He's not letting him get away without a fight here. But it is going to be Donnellan who turns in first place at this halfway stage.
So at 100 metres at 1:01:43 with a 32.60 split, that's really good. And he made 1.5 seconds there on Dennis O'Brien. Alfie Shaw is in the bronze medal position.
That is a very strong second 50 split from Sean Donnellan, and he doesn't look like he's slowing down. His rate, if anything, has gone up on this third 50. He's really powering away from the rest of this field as they approach the 150 metre mark. It's Dennis O'Brien, the Limerick swimmer, in lane 5 in the second position, and we have lane 1 Alfie Shaw from Lisburn in that bronze medal position.
So turning at 1:34, 32.98 for Donnellan. Another really good split. In second place, it's Dennis O'Brien, a full 3 seconds slower on that 50. And it's Alfie Shaw who is in third place.
This is a really, really impressive swim from Sean Donnellan. He swam at a high rate, high tempo the whole way through the race, but he is not slowing down. He's got 50 meters to go.
He's actually sprinting.
Absolutely. He's given this everything, and he's having a fantastic race.
2:13.47 earlier today. It's 2:07, 2:08. 5 second improvement. Brilliant. And in the silver medal position in lane number 5, it's Dennis O'Brien with 2:16.71. And the bronze goes to Alex Barrett in lane 2 with a wonderful 34.69 split. 4 seconds faster than McCarthy and 4 seconds faster than Shaw on that last 50. Well, yeah. Alex Barrett must be wondering why he didn't wake up sooner.
Absolutely, that's why when you see that pacing in this 200 fly is so important. If you have that little bit of energy on that last 50, you can move up 1, 2, even 3 places. 4 seconds on 150 alone right there is massive.
Well, Alex Barrett has to learn from that. He needs to go out just a little bit quicker on the first 100 because he obviously has that finishing kick. So next up, it's the 16-year-olds, and we've got just 6 in this one. In lane number 2, representing the ESB, is Manu Botelho de la Vega. In lane number 3, it's Louis Maguire from Breffni. Lane 4 is Kynan Telek Botos from Brompton Swimming Club in England. Liam Og Mathers from Banbridge is in lane 5. Matthew McAvinney in lane 6 for Kilkenny. And his teammate Usheen Murray in lane number 7. I saw a girl earlier called Marriage. I wonder if they could get together. Marry and Marriage. I jest. Okay, 16-year-old final. The fastest here in 2:13.33 was the English swimmer who can't win the gold medal, Kynan Telek Botos, swimming for a commemorative medal. But the fastest Irish swimmer is the Banbridge swimmer, Liam Og Mathers.
It is Liam Og Mathers taking it out on this first 25 metres. He's built a slight lead ahead of Louis Maguire from Breffni in lane 3 and Matthew McAvinney in lane 6. Matthew McAvinney in lane 6 is actually back. It's Liam Og in 5. It's actually Kynan Telek Botos who is turning first in the 28.26.
Botos turns in 28.26. Mathers in 28.80. Maguire under 30 in 29.23. And McAvinney currently in the bronze medal position.
Yeah, Telek Botos is looking really strong on this second 50. But Liam Og is not letting him get away with this.
Again, a case of a guest swimmer pulling the Irish swimmers along and really helping them to go even faster. In lane 5, Liam Og Mathers in the gold medal position at the halfway mark. 1:01.40 to our leader, 1:02.25 for Mathers, and it's 1:03.96 for Louis Maguire. In the bronze position, Matthew McAvinney.
Both those top 2 fastest swimmers here split 33 points on that 50. But it is Telek Botos who's swimming really well. I like his stroke. He's quite long, but he's really powerful with each one of those strokes. He's actually slightly picking up his rate here with 10 to go on this third 50, and he's extending that lead over Liam Og.
Telek Botos looks like a swimmer of 20 years of age or more. He's so powerful in the water. He's turning really quickly, 34.24. A couple of seconds slower, Mathers, Liam Og in second place in the gold medal position. Louis Maguire in the silver.
Yeah, this is a really powerful swim in lane 4 from Telek Botos. He is not going to be caught at this stage in the race, but Liam Og Mathers from Banbridge is going to take home the gold medal, as Telek Botos is going to get a commemorative medal. There's 10 metres to go here.
Yes, it's the class man in the field, Kainan Telek-Botos from Brompton, finishing in 2:12.73, a second faster than his time earlier today. The gold medal, though, goes to lane 5 and Liam O'Mathers from Banbridge. The silver goes to Louis Maguire in lane number 3, and the bronze to Kilkenny's Matthew McAviney.
Yeah, Telek-Botos won that race right there, but I think he could look at his splits and will swim that race differently if he could again. He went from a 34-point third 50 to a 37-point last 50. You really want to iron that out and keep them a lot closer together. And he was okay there because he had a little bit of a lead, but if that was a tight race, that could have got caught out.
Okay, moving on to the 17-year-old final in 200 metres butterfly. And we've got Aidan Lynch in lane 0 from Slieve-Beg, Ronan Kilcoyne from Sligo in lane 1, Matthew Hand from Ards in lane 2, Ben Moran from Aer Lingus in lane 3. The fastest in the race from Lisburn is Dylan Regist with a 2:10, and his teammate alongside him, Adam Colgan. These two train together, and they could certainly push themselves to something special here. There's only a fraction of a second between them on their earlier times. In lane 6, Cian Mason from the Kingdom Swimming Club, Samuel Wright from Bangor in lane 7, Luke Caldwell from Larne in lane 8, and the Italian Simone Pierotti in lane number 9.
Adam Colgan is making lane 5 his home because he was in lane 5 in the 400 metres freestyle final not very long ago, and he's back now for the final of the 200 fly against his teammate Dylan Regist, who's the fastest qualifier.
And the teammates have started really well, as has the man in lane 2, Matthew Hand from Ards.
It is Regis that has the lead. He's got that high tempo stroke, but we saw that this morning as well. He's able to hold on to that throughout the whole 200 metres fly, which is really impressive. But Adam Colgan is taking it out hard here. He's going to turn.
Regis by just 700ths. Hand with a great time, 28.86, and there were, well, 8 swimmers there under 30.
Yeah, these two swimmers know each other well, and they're going out right neck and neck as they've gone to the 75 metre mark. It's impossible to split them at this stage.
This could be quite a race for the gold medal from the man from Lisburn, and the other one from 2 teammates, of course. They know each other so well, they push each other in training, and here they are in the final doing the exact same thing.
0.11 of a split between the difference, 32.46 versus 32.57. 0.04 was separating them at 100 metres. It looks like Adam Colgan has just a slight lead at this stage, but it's all to play for with 75 to go.
And in the bronze medal position in lane number 2 is Matthew Hand from Ards. So all the medals look like they're going north of the border. But which of these Lisburn swimmers is going to get the gold, and who's going to get the silver? Colgan just has the edge over Regis at the last turn.
Yeah, Adam Colgan is looking good here. He's in a strong position. But Regis is picking up his rate here and seeing if he can hunt him down in this last 50.
Has Regis got the strength? Has he got the power to come back? He's really pushing his teammate all the way. Adam Colgan, though, keeping his style, keeping his form, and keeping his stroke going to the end, but it's so close.
This is so tight. It looks like it's going to be just Colgan with 5 metres to go.
Yes,
who's going to get
Adam
the hand on the
Colgan.
wall first?
He's got it. Adam Colgan hits the wall in 2:08.52, 2:10.03, 34.73 on that last bit. And Ben Moran gets the bronze medal. And all those medals go north of the border. What a swim for those 2 Lisburn men. They have pushed themselves so far in training, and now they're doing it at the business end of national finals.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was that much of a gap between Colgan and Regis, even with 5 metres to go. But that's that 200 fly. If that lactate kicks in, it can kick in really quick. And it looked like Colgan just pulled away in that last 5 metres. 2:08, which is 2 seconds faster than his entry time, which is a really strong swim from him off the back of a 400 freestyle not very long ago.
How right you are. And now we're moving on to the 18-year-olds. Unfortunately, only 3 in this race and only 2 Irish swimmers, so we won't even have a bronze medal. But as you can see, it's Alexander McMullen from Banbridge in lane 3, Danilo Chimolian from the Czech Republic in lane 4, and Conor Johnson from Kilkenny in lane number 5. Big differences in the times here. Chibonian with a 2:09, Johnson with a 2:17, and McMullen with a 2:33.
Yeah, this is actually quite a challenge for each of these swimmers because there's such a gap between all of them that it will be each of them racing against the clock, trying to have their race tactics with their coaches and then just trying to execute them and forget about everything else that's going on around them.
Well, for us, it's a chance to catch our breath after some extraordinary racing that we've seen tonight. There have been so many finals that have been razor close.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually amazing to be here and to be in this environment, to see such close races. You get swept up in the atmosphere. It's warm in here, it's electric in here, and it's really, really, really good fast swimming. And I'm just privileged to be here watching it.
And there's well over 1,000 people in the crowd watching as well, and that really helps to lift the athletes and helps them to push themselves even further.
Yeah, and it's the Kilkenny swimmer in this race who's taken it out really strong. He could have been saving something back after this morning's race, because he is leading by almost a body length as we approach this halfway mark, ahead of Chebanian from Czech Republic.
Well, it looks like he's certain for the gold medal, because he's got at least 10 metres to spare on the other Irish competitor, Alexander McMullen, in lane 3. But that's a great first 100 from Conor Johnson, almost breaking the minute mark.
Looks like we could have another race on our hands here. It won't be for the gold medal because Chebanian is a guest swimmer from the Czech Republic, but that doesn't mean it won't be a close finish.
And the two of them pushing each other. It's wonderful to see in a butterfly, or in any stroke for that matter, two swimmers going stroke for stroke.
I saw Chebanian there, had a little cheeky look to his left to see where the Kilkenny swimmer was, but they are neck and neck right now. It actually looks like Chebanian is going to edge it here at 150 metres, and he looks like his stroke is just that little bit stronger. You see the difference in the splits. Did Johnson go too hard? Is he going to really suffer on this last 50? We're about to find out.
Well, it would be a miracle if Johnson was able to come back against a swimmer of the class of Chebanian. So Chebanian will get a commemorative medal, but Johnson will get a gold medal to bring back to Kilkenny. Some consolation for last Sunday's All-Ireland final. And way back down the pool for the silver medal, it's Alexander McMullen from Bangor. Chebanian hits the wall in 2:07. Johnson 2:12, which is a good jump up 5 seconds on his swim earlier today.
Yeah, that's when you talk about the pacing. I thought Johnson was in there in the mix at 100 metres. He was leading at 100 metres. But if you put too much energy, you expend too much energy on the first 100 of a 200 fly, it's not the most pleasant experience on the second half of the race.
And there's Alexander McMullen, 42.78 for a 2:32.66, which was an improvement for him by 1 second. Well, the only pity there is that we didn't have more swimmers in that final. And now we're moving on to the 19 and over 200 butterfly, and we've only got 5 in this one. Callum Ashton from UCD in lane 2, Alex McLennan-Marr from Kilkenny in lane 3, Ross Hartigan, the visiting swimmer from Tux, in lane number 4, Brogan McAviney from Kilkenny in lane 5, and Adam Wilson from Banbridge in lane 6. And we've seen a lot of Kilkenny swimmers getting to these butterfly finals.
Yeah, they have a strong tradition of fly swimming in Kilkenny, and it's really shown here in this 200 fly on both the men's, or the boys and the women's side. But this race now, this 19 over finals, there's really 2 races within the one race. We've got the Tux swimmer, our guest swimmer from South Africa, Ross Hartigan, him versus the clock, trying to go sub 2 minutes. He was close this morning. He has an entry time of 2 minutes 0.9. He went 2:01.8 this morning, so that'll be one race, and then the 4 other boys will be racing for those medals.
And there's not much between them, with McAviney with a 2:10, McLennan-Marr with a 2:11, and Adam Wilson with a 2:12. So it could be a really good race for the gold, silver and bronze here, even though we've only got 4 swimmers competing for it.
Yeah, but it is Ross Hartigan, the Tux guest swimmer, who is taking it out hard at the first 35 metres. Looks really relaxed. That's a beautiful fly stroke. Really relaxed and controlled through this first 50. We talked about splitting a race well. This guy is clearly experienced with what he's doing and knows how he wants to swim his race. Splitting at 26
the oldest
9.
in this final. He's 24 years old.
Makes a difference.
He's been around a long time. Lots of powerlifting in that time, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a strong event. You have to be strong shoulder, strong upper body in a 200 fly, but it is so technical. There's no good being strong if you don't have a good technique, and he does have good technique as he approaches the 100 metre mark. He already has a 5 metre lead, and he's going to turn in 58.05.
So the race for the medals. Adam Wilson has a fractional advantage over Brogan McAviney, with Alex McClellan-Marr in the bronze medal position. It's going to be a great race for the medals as we watch the tuck swimmer pull away.
A real race for these medals here, but it is Ross Hartigan in a class of his own in this 200 fly. It's him versus the clock to see if he can go sub that 2-minute barrier. Let's see what he turns at here at 150. 130.9. I think it's going to be too big of an ask to get under that sub 2 minutes with a split like that at 150, but
it's Banbridge's Adam Wilson in the gold medal position ahead of Alex McClellan-Marr. We really need to keep an eye on that gold, silver and bronze race, because we know who's going to win this. It's Ross Hartigan from Tux in South Africa, a good 10 metres ahead of the rest. And here's the race for the medals. The Kilkenny man has the edge. Brogan McAviney.
Brogan McAviney looks like he's going to get this, but all of these boys are so tight. Lane 2 is charging the UCD swimmer Ashton. Who's going to get it?
It is Brogan McAviney. Adam Wilson in lane 6 gets the silver, and Callum Ashton gets the bronze. Not much between them. 209.02, 209.49, 209.50, and McClellan-Marr in 5th place, 210.10. What a race for those medals.
Just a second between those 4 guys for those medals. 0.01 between the silver and bronze medalists there. Doesn't get any tighter than that. So,
and every one of them faster than they were this morning.
That's all you can ask for, is moving on those times from heats to finals. Yeah, you can see Ross Hartigan there on the screen is really puffing. 200 fly is one of those tough events. Getting that oxygen in after such a tough race is so important.
Okay, change of scenery. We're going to have a couple of 50-metre breaststroke races, which I know you've been looking forward to so much.
I think we're going to go to a presentation first.
Presentation ceremony is coming up, yes. Award ceremony. We'll find out exactly who's getting what as we proceed. And of course they have to set up the pool for the backstrokers, or for the... is it backstroke?
It should be the 50 breaststrokes next on the programme, so I'm not sure why they're putting in the wedges for the back roll legs. Maybe they've changed the programme around, but I'd say that's just a...
Well, we might have to ask Trish
by the
if
officials.
she can let us know what's going on.
I think that might be a mistake by the officials. Some of them are pulling them up now. I think they just got overexcited for the back roll races.
They're trying to fool us.
Yeah, they're trying to throw us off here, but we're going to have the award ceremonies first, and then we're going to have the open finals for the women's 50 breaststroke, then the men's 50 breaststroke, and then we'll move into the back roll legs.
Okay, so thanks very much, swimmers. We'll now begin our medal presentation. Presenting medals this evening are Jack Chambers, TD for Dublin West and Minister of State for Sport, and also Peter Conway, the chair of the Swim Ireland Board. These are our medalists for the girls 100 metre freestyle, our age groups 13, 14 and 15. So our bronze medalist in the 13-year age group is Emily Hughes of Larne. And in the 15, Isla Henry of Lisbon. We're missing Jessica Pasella-Verlingus. Moving on to our silver medals. Silver medal in the 13 age group to Hannah Cody of St Felix. To Laura Potts of Temple Oak, age 14. And age 15, Zavia Quigley of Ards. Moving on to our gold medals, there is a commemorative medal to Carolina Pantafili of Italy. And a gold medal to Lexi Dunn of Dolphin. Gold to Ava Jones of Portmarnock, age 14. And our age 15 gold medalist is Olivia Miss Kelly of Banbridge. We're now going to present medals to our next three age groups, our 16-year-olds, 17-year-old and 18 and over ladies. Right, so these are our medalists for the 100 metre freestyle girls in our 16-year, 17-year and 18 and over age groups. Medals presented by Jack Chambers, TD for Dublin West and Minister of State for Sport. Thank you very much for attendance. A bronze medal to Molly O'Brick of Asgard. And to Rosalie Phelan of Cormorant. And to Naomi Trait of Kilkenny. Silver medals are presented to, we actually have a commemorative first to Inga Weideman of Tuck Swimming. Now we're going to present a silver medal to Megan Jones of Portmarnock. Oh, it's actually, excuse me, a commemorative also to Kellyanne Brown of NAC. This is a silver medal to Danielle Farrell of Sligo. And now to Nisha Allen of Terranure. And for our 16-year-old to Megan Jones of Portmarnock. Moving on to medals. In our 16-year age group to Leah Bailey of New Ross. To Grace Conroy of Lisbon. And to Erin Reardon of NAC Swim Club. Thanks very much and congratulations. We're now presenting medals to our 400 meter freestyle medalists. Now we're going to present medals to the boys in our 400 meter freestyle, age groups 14, 15 and 16. Thanks again to Jack Chambers, our Minister of State for Sport. Bronze medals are presented to, a commemorative medal to Leopold Fornals of Apex, bronze to Ashley Weaver of Longford, a bronze to Dara Horgan of Limerick, and a bronze medal to Robert Mullen of Temple Oak. Moving on to our silver medalist, to Ian Middleton of Glen Albin, to Daniel Harvey of Ards, and in our 16-year age group, Emmett Cousins of New Ross. Now these are our gold medalists. First medal to Andrew Mullen of Temple Oak. And now Dennis O'Brien of Limerick. And Killian O'Loughlin Brophy of Coolmine, our 16-year-old winner. Thanks again to Mr. Jack Chambers, our Minister of State for Sport. Okay, so these are our 400 meter freestyle medalists in the age groups 17, 18 and 19 and over. So, bronze medal to Ben Moore and Aer Lingus, to Aidan Cook of Kilkenny, and to Ben David of UCD. Silver medals to Adam Colgan of Lisbon, to Danny Morgan of Coolmine, and to Nathan Whiffin of Larne. Gold medal, a commemorative medal to our swimmer representing our team from Czech, but actually from Ukraine, Danilo Chebanian. We're presenting a gold medal here to Daniel Kennedy of Ards, to Evan Bailey of New Ross, and to Finn McGeever of Limerick. Thanks again to Mr. Jack Chambers. Okay, so these are our medalists in the girls 200 meter butterfly. Presenting medals in our 13 years, 14 years and 15-year age groups is again Mr. Jack Chambers, Minister of State for Sport. We have a bronze medal to Sarah Keane of Portmarnock, to Hannah Poynton of Trojan, and to Hannah Malloy of Trojan. Silver medal to Zavia Quigley of Ards, to Emily Edgar of Lisbon, and to Georgina Walker of Banbridge. Gold medals presented to Lucy O'Brien of Limerick, to Claire Custer of Sundayswell, and to Eva Bailey of New Ross. And these are our last three age groups to present medals. Now going to present medals in our 16, 17 and 18 and over age groups. Thanks very much again to Mr. Jack Chambers, our TD for Dublin West and Minister of State for Sport. Presenting bronze medals here to Anna McKernan, Banbridge, to Hannah O'Shea of Dolphin, so bronze medalists, are Anna McKernan, Banbridge, Ruth Kelly of New Ross, Hannah O'Shea of Dolphin, and a commemorative bronze to Rachel Harris. The silver medals go to Eva Bailey, Ballymena. Okay, so Sharon Semchi of Sundayswell, Eva Bailey of Ballymena, and to Tony Jameson, Lisbon. And gold medals this evening to Alana Burns-Atkin of Banbridge, Tony Jameson of Lisbon, and Lucy Thornton of Aer Lingus. Congratulations, swimmers. We'll return to the pool.
And you're welcome back to the NAC. We've just had a medal ceremony that lasted about 15-20 minutes, gave us a chance to catch our breaths after that exhilarating hour and a half of swimming that we have witnessed. Some unbelievable finals, Nick, particularly in the butterfly.
Yeah, we saw some really, really good races right across the spectrum of events there in the first half of this session. Some really, really close races. The atmosphere in here and for those close races is something else. I don't know if it's coming across in the stream, but it is electric in here tonight.
Yeah, and we're about to proceed with the 50 metres breaststroke, starting for women, which is an open age final. And of course they'll be starting from the far end, from the right hand end I should say, the scoreboard end. The end that you're seeing on the stream right now where that medal ceremony just took place. And here come the girls for that final, and I'll go through them for you. Holly Clifford in lane 0 from Portmarnock. Cara Marr from Terranure in lane number 1. Megan Jones from Portmarnock in lane 2. Emer Doyle from Limerick in 3. And then 2 visiting swimmers, the fastest in the race, Kathleen Delange from Tux in lane 4 and Klementina Frankova from the Czech Republic in lane 5. Beth Gardner is the fastest of the Irish swimmers. She's in lane 6 for NAC. Isabel Kidney from Sunday's Well is in 7. Irna Kisnero is from Limavady and she's in lane 8. And Ellie Campbell from the Trojan Swimming Club is in lane 9. 50 metres. It's very fast.
All right, here we go. 50 breaststroke woman
for?
Final in the water, back into
tempo,
the race.
High rate, but staying connected and getting into that streamlined position, even if it's just for a fraction of a second. Caitlin DeLang, the Tuck swimmer, is really powering away. You see that high rate, high tempo, but she's driving into that streamline every single stroke. But it looks
gold
like
medal looks like it might go to Emer Doyle from Limerick in lane number 3. And in silver in lane number 6, it's Beth Gardner. But of course, it's Delange who wins the race. And in second place, it's Frankova. But look, Emer Doyle up to second place. She gets the gold. Beth Gardner gets the silver. And Isabel Kidney in lane 7, representing the Sunday's Well, gets the bronze.
Yeah, really, really strong swimming there from Emer Doyle. 33.2 versus the 34.0 she swam this morning. And Beth Gardner also a 33 on that 50 there, which is almost a second faster than she went this morning. So really powerful swimming from those girls right there. Really good.
So another final flashes past,
yeah,
almost before we'd noticed.
Caitlin DeLang took the win in that race, although she's going to get a commemorative medal, but really powerful off the dive. Even her breakouts and her pull out and her breakout, she was ahead of the field from the off there. Really powerful, that high tempo, staying connected throughout the race and getting into good streamlined positions.
Okay, here comes the field for the men's 50 metres. And in lane 1 it's Nikita Vedernikov from NAC in lane 0. Dermot Sutton from Limerick in lane 1. Yaron Gerber from Ealing, one of the visitors, in lane 2. Andrew Moore from Galway in lane 3. Dara Green, the fastest in this race, 28.10. He's from Longford and he's in lane 4. Owen Corby from Limerick, lane 5. Another visitor, Matthew Randall from Tux in South Africa in lane 6. Morgan Berryman from Larne in lane 7. And from Tuam it's Ushin Cook in lane 8 and Daniel Mulholland in lane number 9. Everybody in this race between 28 and 30 seconds.
Yeah, we've got lane 4 and lane 5, both Dara and Owen heading to the European Championships in a couple of weeks. So this is the last race they're going to do before they get to European Championships. So it's really about honing their skills and see who get the win here. Dara looked really strong this morning, but Owen has won the 100. He's also won the 200. Can he do the triple and win this 50 breaststroke here? It should be a really close race, and watch these guys to get into a high tempo, high stroke round early on in this race.
And away they go, and it's a really flying start in lane number 4 from Dara Green.
Yeah, great start from Andrew Moore there in lane 3, but here comes Dara and here comes Owen. But it is Andrew Moore who's ahead with about 20 metres to go. Can he hold on here? Dara Green is charging quite hard, but it's still Andrew Moore.
Can Moore keep it going though? That's the question. Coming up really fast is Dara Green. Who's going to get the touch? And in lane number 5 as well. It's so close. It's Moore who gets it. 28.29, 400ths of a second ahead of Dara Green in second place. And Owen Corby, 28.45, just 1600ths separating the top 3.
Yeah,
and there's
that's
confirmation.
Really, really good swim from Andrew Moore there. I thought it was going to be between Dara and Owen. Dara 0.2 slower than he was this morning, but as we said, his sights are set firmly on Rome. But that's a brilliant swim from Andrew Moore, picking up the gold medal, the Galway swimmer. He's actually based in the centre, the national centre here in Dublin, so he's used to swimming here, he's used to training here, and he'll be delighted to take home that gold medal in that open category of the 50 breaststroke at these open summer championships.
Yeah, fabulous race again. So we've got the backstroke now, and we're into the age finals in the girls' backstroke, starting with the 13-year-olds. Tara Kennedy from Banbridge in lane 0. Sadie Llewellyn, one of the visitors from Hamilton, Dubai in lane 1. Hannah Cody from St. Felix in 2. Sarah Keane from Portmarnock in 3. The Italian Carolina Panfili in lane 4. Orna Higgins from Dolphin in 5. Leah Jacobs from Lurgan in 6. Lexi Dunn from Dolphin swimming again in lane 7. Chloe Damway from Swan in 8, and Emily Hughes from Larne in lane number 9.
We can see a lot of familiar names here from earlier on in this session. This is a lot of the second swims for these girls, and some of them even the third swims. Lexi Dunn has been in the water a lot. Carolina Panfili from Italy has been in, and so has Sarah Keane, been popping up all over the place. So multi-eventing is not easy, but these girls are doing it well here.
Orna Higgins is the fastest of the Irish in lane number 5 with a 1:11.97. In lane number 4, of course, Panfili can't win a medal, but she will get a commemorative medal if she finishes in the top 3. And it's she that leads them out in the opening 25 metres.
And Panfili has a really, really good technique right here. You see how still her head is compared to Higgins in lane 5. Panfili is just looked like she's effortless, catching water, staying relaxed on this first 50. But Higgins is not letting her go on this first 50. They're going to turn in.
Great first leg from Orna Higgins. She was only 500ths behind Panfili. Lexi Dunn in the silver medal position. Sarah Keane in bronze. Leah Jacobs only a tenth of a second away from a medal.
Yeah, this is really tight across the field here. Orna Higgins, the Dolphin swimmer, is really pushing hard right here. And Sarah Keane, the Portmarnock swimmer in lane 3, is right there as well. But it is Panfili just about ahead at this stage.
And in lane 3, it's Sarah Keane who looks to be in the silver position. Orna Higgins is going to get the gold. She's pushing Panfili all the way.
Here comes Sarah Keane.
And there it is. Panfili gets the honours, but it's Orna Higgins who gets the gold medal. 1:11.14. Lexi Dunn in 7 with a really fast finish.
It's actually Sarah Keane. It didn't come up on the board. Sarah Keane just got
Sarah
ahead
Keane.
there. 1:11.09 versus the 1:11.14.
Down on the right hand side. A little bit of a glitch there in the graphics. 36.04 for Keane in that second 50.
0.05 between Sarah Keane and Orna Higgins on that to get on that finish. There we go, confirmation of the results. Panfili getting the commemorative medal with
Gold
Sarah
goes
Keane.
to Keane.
Brilliant swimming from her there. Just timed it right to get her hand on the wall first on that finish.
So moving on swiftly to the 14-year-olds. And it's Laura Potts in lane 0 for Templeogue. It's Shufra Glynn from Glenalbin in lane 1. Molly McInerney from Templeogue in 2. Mia Mulholland from Banbridge in 3. Emily O'Dwyer from Glenalbin in 4. Asha Mahanta from Sundayswell in lane 5. Shauna Murphy from Dolphin in lane 6. Alicia Dempsey from Lurgan in lane 7. Juliet Byrne from Swan Leisure in lane 8. And Neve Connery from Shark in lane number 9. And the fastest here is Emily O'Dwyer from Glenalbin. She had a 1:10.19.
Yeah, this is going to be a close race. Emily O'Dwyer in lane 4. Asha Mahanti from Sundayswells. We've seen a lot of them. We've seen her already in the pool today. So this is going to be an exciting race in the 14-year-olds final.
And it's Mahanta who's made the better start in the centre in lane number 5, and she's got a metre advantage straight off the start.
That is really utilising that strength of underwater. She's a metre ahead off the start, which is a big advantage, but the rest of the girls are clawing her back as they approach this 35 metre mark.
Yeah, Emily O'Dwyer from Glenalbin in the red cap just in lane 4, and out there in lane number 6 it's Shauna Murphy from Dolphin, very close on the turn here. Mahanta with a 33.39, 3600ths behind is Emily O'Dwyer. Shauna Murphy in lane 6 is in third, and Mia Mulholland is only 1900ths back.
And it's great to see there Mahanta again on that turn, using that power of her underwaters just to pull away a little bit. But Emily O'Dwyer is really pushing her all the way. It's 15 metres to go. And Mahanta is slightly ahead.
Sunday's Well Swimming Club. Just a metre up. And she's got the style, and she's got the grace, and she's got the touch. And it's Mahanta who gets the gold with a 36.07 split. Emily O'Dwyer alongside her in lane 4 gets the silver, and Mia Mulholland in lane 3 gets the bronze. The centre lanes were certainly on top there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think those top 3 girls there were all faster than they were in the heats this morning. So that's what you're looking for, looking to find out where can I improve on my time, how can I execute that, and those 3 girls getting the medals did that perfectly well this evening.
Okay, moving on to the 15-year-olds. It's Katie Kelly from Shark Swimming Club in lane 0. Olivia Miskelly from Banbridge again in lane 1. Antonina Seck from Sunday's Well is in lane 2. Maeve McLean from City of Derry in 3. Isla Henry from Lisburn in 4. Ava Bailey from New Ross in 5. Louisa Humphreys from Larne in 6. Leah Connell from Athlone is in lane 7. Maeve O'Rourke from Tuam is in lane 8. And Carla Tella from Dolphin is in lane number 9. So 10 swimmers here, all Irish, all going for gold. And there's not much between them. They're all between 109 and 112.
Yeah, this looks like it's set up to be a really good race here again. A lot of familiar names here. Isla Henry, Eva Bailey. So it's going to be a really, really good race. Let's look to see who gets off these back row start in the best, using those underwaters, popping up first and carrying that momentum down that first 50. All about easy speed on the first 50 and then bring it home as hard as you can.
And away they go, 2 lengths of the pool. This 100 metres for 15-year-olds final. And it's a really close start with the 4 lanes in the centre all very close. Lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's McLean, Henry, Bailey and Humphreys.
Impossible to separate these girls at this stage. Potentially it's lane 3, it's Maeve McLean from just ahead of Isla Henry in lane 4, but we're going to find out at the touch here who's ahead.
Who's going to get the touch? And it's Louisa Humphreys on a 33 dead, 400s ahead of Maeve McLean in lane number 3. Isla Henry, there's nothing in it, 1800 separating the first 4.
This is a cracking race here. Who has got it in the legs for this last 25 metres, 100 back roll?
Coming through in lane number 6 is Louisa Humphreys, but now she's been edged by lane 4, Isla Henry from Lisburn City. I think Henry's going to do it. Between them in lane 5 is Eva Bailey. Will it be Henry? Will it be Bailey? Who's got the stroke? Who's got the touch? And it's Isla Henry. Wow. Henry with a 35-45 final split, just 1/10 faster than Bailey. That was enough to get her the gold by just 1200ths of a second. Louisa Humphreys gets the bronze, only a fraction behind.
0.25 between all of the medalists there, so it doesn't get much tighter than that. And what a race we were just treated to right there in the 15-year-old 100 back final. And it is Isla Henry from Lisburn City taking home the gold medal.
Scintillating racing, you have to say. And now we've got the 16-year-olds. Izzy McGrath from Dolphin in lane 0. Eliza Logan from Banbridge in lane number 1. A visitor from Rushmore Royals, Austin Burrows in lane 2. Roisin Lawless from Wexford in lane 3. It's Leah Bailey from New Ross this time in lane 4. Aoife Doran from Aer Lingus in lane 5. Leisha DC from Sunday's Well in 6. Cara Marr from Terranure in 7. Anya O'Neill from Trojan in 8, and Abigail Minto from Templeogue in lane number 9.
And it is Lee Bailey from New Ross. 106.11 is the fastest qualifier. She is almost a second faster than Aoife Doran from Aer Lingus Swimming Club. But let's see how it plays out in this 100 back.
Amazing how tension and anxiety can play a part when you're in a final and it's all about who wins as opposed to just swimming for time. It's all about a race here. But the time, of course, they'll want to break those times from earlier today. And it's a great start in lane number 2 by the visiting swimmer, Paige Austin Burrows, Rushmore Royals, but she can't get a medal. The medals at the moment in lanes 3, 4 and 5.
Yeah, it looks like Roisin Lawless in lane 3. Maybe not. Maybe it actually might be Aoife Doran in lane 5 who's going to touch first at this 50-metre mark.
Looks like lane 5. And it's 4. It's Leah Bailey, 32.38, just has 700s to spare over Aoife Doran, and breaking 33 seconds as well as Roisin Lawless.
Again, it's such a tight race here. Hard to call it between Leah Bailey and Aoife Doran in lanes 4 and 5. At the minute, Leah Bailey just has the lead, swimming with a slightly higher tempo than Doran in lane 5.
Lee Bailey going to take this gold medal back to County Wexford. The new Ross swimmer closing in on the gold medal and edging out her big rival Aoife Doran from Aer Lingus. It's Bailey from Doran, and who's going to get the bronze? In lane 0, it's Izzy McGrath with a 35-23 split to get in ahead of Lawless and DC. Well, a brilliant swim from the girl in lane number 1, Izzy McGrath, to get a bronze, but no doubt about who the first and second are. And again, the gaps so close.
What a swim there from Izzy McGrath. A 3-second improvement on the time she did from the heats this morning to get in and get a bronze medal. The Dolphin swimmer, a fantastic second 50 right there.
Okay, moving on to the 17-year-olds in the 100 backstroke. It's Heather Fain from Dolphin in lane 0. It's Callie Walsh from Terranure in lane 1. Roisin Nirean from Limerick in lane 2. Shannon Byrne from Bangor in 3. The fastest here is Cora Rooney from Enniskillen in 4. The visitor from Italy in lane 5 is Eleonora Marcucci. Nimoni Rogers from Trojan is in lane 6. Amy Russell is in 7 for Ballymena. It's Darragh O'Connor from Glenalbin in 8, and Elin Blake from Ennis in lane 9.
Yeah, Cora Rooney is the one to watch here. She's over 2 seconds faster, 2 seconds ahead of the next fastest swimmer, which is the Italian swimmer Eleonora Marcucci.
And of course, Marcucci just swimming for pride, swimming for a commemorative medal. 9 of these girls swimming for gold, silver and bronze in these National Summer Championships. It's the 17-year-old final in the backstroke for girls.
And
Who's
already
gonna
you
rise
can
first?
see Cora Rooney using that underwaters. She has such a good technique. Look at how still that head position is. Getting a nice rotation and a good catch every time she takes a stroke.
Good start by Roisin Nirean from Limerick in lane number 2, and also in lane number 4 by Cora Rooney, and in lane 5 by Marcucci.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Cora Rooney turning first here at the 50-metre mark. Let's see what her split is. 31.42 ahead of 32.17 for Marcucci.
Rooney has a full second to spare over Nimoni Rogers in lane 6, who currently is in the silver. Roisin Nirean in the bronze medal position.
Yeah,
powering away now. Really good swim this by Cora Rooney.
Yeah, she's going from strength to strength on this second 50. That technique hasn't broken down at all. That really good still head position, and really driving from those legs into the last 10 metres.
Trojans Nimoni Rogers might get the silver, but there's no doubt it's going to be Cora Rooney for the gold in 33.61, 105.03. Marcucci gets the commemorative medal. Nimoni Rogers in 6 gets the silver, and Shannon Byrne with a 34.46, a really good final split. She gets the bronze medal. Next up, it's the 18 and over finals in this women's 100 metres backstroke. And we've got Kirsty Dunn from Asgard in lane 0, Molly Nolte from Swilly Seals in lane 1, Niamh Pountney from Ards in lane 2. From Tux in South Africa, we've got a couple of swimmers, Hannah Pearce in lane 3 and Karen Herbst in lane 5. And between them, Maria Godden from Kilkenny, who's the fastest of the Irish swimmers, in lane 4. Jenna McDougall is in lane 6 for UCD, and her teammate Rebecca Lowe is in lane 7. Danielle Farrell for Sligo is in lane 8, and Naomi Trait from Kilkenny is in lane number 9. So a couple of swimmers from Kilkenny, a couple from UCD, and a couple of South African visitors as well.
Yeah, and it is Maria Godden, the Kilkenny swimmer, who had the fastest time from this morning, 1:02.94, ahead of Karen Herbst from Tuck Swimming Club. Let's see how it goes here. But
the final of the 18 and over women's 100 backstroke.
Good strong underwaters in the middle 2 lanes there from Maria Godden and Karen Herbst, but also in lane 1 is Molly Nolte from Swilly Seals.
Molly Nolte, who did a 1:07.08 this morning.
But it is Godden approaching 50 metre who has taken charge of this race. She is turning in 29.97, the first swimmer to split sub 30.
Karen Herbst from South Africa in lane 5 is second. Jenna McDougall in the silver medal position. Hannah Pearce is in the bronze, fractionally ahead.
Yeah, there's a real battle on here for the silver medal position behind Karen Herbst, who's going to get a commemorative medal, but it's all about Godden in lane 4. What time is she going to go? She's pulling away from the field with 10 to go.
Yeah, Maria Godden closing in on the gold medal. The Kilkenny swimmer touches the wall in 1:02.65. Hannah Pearce gets the silver medal. Karen Herbst, well, Hannah Pearce, of course, a visitor. So too is Karen Herbst. So Jenna McDougall gets the silver, and Danielle Farrell in 5th place gets the bronze medal, just edging out Rebecca Lowe by 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, really strong swimming there from Maria Godden. She took control of that race pretty early on, and at 1:02.65, which is faster than she went this morning, which is what you're looking for. Moving that on from heats to finals. That's the aim of the game right here.
Okay, we're moving on now to the boys 100 metres backstroke, and in the 13-year-old category, here's how they line up. It's Scott Duda from Longford in lane 0, Matthew O'Grady in lane 1 from Sligo, Danilo Prokhorov from Trojan in lane 2, Luke Merrigan again from Dolphin in lane 3, Cameron Haddo, who's a visitor from Hamilton, Dubai Aquatics in lane number 4, Leon Biss from Swim Belfast in 5, Pierre Foster from Lurgan in 6, Tyg O'Brien from Dolphin in 7, Phelim Hanley from Blackrock in 8, and James McElroy from Dolphin in lane number 9. The fastest of the Irish in this is Leon Biss with a 1:11.03, but they're all between 1:11 and 1:13. Could be a very close race for the medals here.
Yeah, this looks like it's a tight final, as you said. All 10 of these swimmers pretty close together. You get a little bit of a drop, and it makes a big difference in a close field like this.
So the Kilkenny. So here we go with Cameron Haddo, the fastest swimmer in the field, but he can't win the gold medal in lane 4. And right alongside him in lane 5 is Leon Biss from Swim Belfast.
Looks
really
like
good start.
Lane 2, Danilo Prokhorov from Trojan, who might just have the lead at this early stages.
And Luke Merrigan alongside him in the blue hat in lane 3. He's doing really well as well.
Leon Biss in lane 5 is right up there as well, but it really is a tight race across the field as they approach the 50-metre mark.
At the turn, Leon Biss is the first to touch the boards in 32.95. Luke Merrigan in the silver medal position, and it's Danilo Prokhorov in the bronze medal position behind the guest, Cameron Haddo.
Yeah, Leon Biss has opened up about a body length of a lead as they approach 25 metres to go. He's got quite a low stroke rate, but he's clearly catching water in a nice still head position. Looks like it's going to be hard for anyone to catch him with 15 to go.
Wonderful technique from Leon Biss, the 13-year-old from Swim Belfast. Gold medal by a big margin, 1:07.60. That's a great time, 4 seconds faster than this morning. Prokhorov gets the silver medal and Luke Merrigan gets the bronze, just coming behind the guest Cameron Haddo, who finished 3rd.
Yeah, it was tight at the 50-metre mark, but Leon Biss outsplit the whole field by a second on that last 50, and that's what made the difference there. So really big swim from him there, and a 1:07.60 to take the gold medal.
You can't beat technique, and Leon Biss had it. So here we are, the 14-year-old final. And in lane 0, it's David O'Leary from Sundayswell, Ryan Griffin from Cookstown in 1, Cathal O'Brien from New Ross in lane number 2, Ben Bickerstaff yet again swimming for Lisburn in lane 3, Hussein Shawkey, one of the guests from Dubai, he's in lane 4, Andrew Mullen from Templeogue in 5, Ian Middleton from Glenalbyn in 6, Paddy Cudahy from Kilkenny in 7, it's Wilder Daffy, I love that name, from Brompton in lane 8, and Oliver Gartley from Ards in lane 9. And of course, swimmers in lane 4 and 9 and 8 can't win medals because they're both visitors, but Chalky's probably the class act in lane 4.
Yeah, he's got about 4 seconds faster than the next fastest qualifier into this final. But we're seeing a lot of names that we've seen already in this session, so fatigue could play a part. They'll have been trying to recover in between, and sometimes it's who recovers the best will actually get the medals here.
Away they go with that underwater work, and it's Chalky who's quickly into his stroke. Really good start in lane number 1 by Ryan Griffin of Cookstown. And also in lane number 6 by Ian Middleton.
Yeah, Ryan Griffin had a really good start there, but it is Shockey who looks like he's starting to edge ahead of the field as they approach this turn. But those races for those medals is going to be really tight, as Hussein Shockey can only get a commemorative medal.
Andrew Mullen picked up a lot there in the second 25. He's touched in second place in the gold medal position, ahead of Ben Bickerstaff by 200ths, and just a fraction behind them in fourth place is Ryan Griffin in lane 1.
All of these guys behind Shockey, some very close splits at that 50-metre mark, so these medals are really up for grabs here, but it looks like Mullen might have the edge over
Four in a line,
Ben
lane
Bickerstaff.
5 looks to have the edge as we come towards the boards. Andrew Mullen, the favourite to get the gold here. Chalky gets the win in the commemorative medal. It's Mullen who touches first for the gold. It's Bickerstaff who gets the silver. And Cathal O'Brien gets the bronze with a 34-38, edging out Ryan Griffin. What a wonderful race that was. Brilliant last 50 by Cathal O'Brien to edge out Ryan Griffin by only 28 hundredths. And another fantastic race.
Another fantastic race for sure. Hussein Shockey was the class of that field, but for those medals there was a real race. And a lot of those guys who were in those medal positions have swam already tonight, so really impressive swimming from them.
Okay, we're moving on to the 15-year-olds in the boys 100 metres backstroke. Alexander Newman from Bangor in lane 0. Evan McCabe from Tala Swim Team in lane 1. Noah Switzer from Dolphin in lane 2. Artem Shabbat from Titans in lane 3. John Short from Bluefin in 4. The visitor Rahayam Talba from Hamilton, Dubai in lane 5. Fionn Byrne from NAC in 6. Owen Rinn from Trident in 7. Aidan Mallet from Lisburn in 8. And Dara Horgan from Limerick in lane number 9.
And John Short, the only man in this field to be sub 60 seconds. That 58.45 is a very impressive swim for a 15-year-old. So he'll be looking to go even faster than that, but it looks like there'll be a real fight on for the silver and bronze medal behind John Short.
Short in lane 4 in the centre of the pool. 2 lengths in this 100 metres backstroke final for the 15-year-olds. And look at that. What a start from John Short.
Yep. At 25 metres, he's already built a body length to lead.
He looks like a 50-metre swimmer the way he's going. He's
got a really high tempo, high cadence, high stroke count, but it seems to work for him, and he's going to touch at the turn in 28.03, which is a really fast 50 split.
In lane 6, it's Fionn Byrne who's in the silver medal position, ahead of Artem Shobot, but only a fraction between them. And Rinn is also in this race, but what a swim this is by John Short.
It looked like he dropped his rate a little bit on the third 25, but he's picked it up again coming into the last 10 metres. Let's see if he can go quicker than the 58.45 he went this morning.
He's going to beat it all right. He's going to do 58.44. 100th. Well, fair play. That's what it's all about. Rahayam Talba, the visitor, gets second. Artem Shabbat gets the silver medal with a 32-22 split. What a fantastic effort from him to edge out Fionn Byrne into the bronze medal position. And it was Noah Switzer, Aidan Mallet and the rest coming up behind. But John Short with the gold medal, and well deserved.
Just 0.12 between the silver and bronze medals there, so another really tight race, but John Short was the class of that field. Another 58.01 quicker than he went this morning. It's really solid swimming from the Bluefin swimmer.
Okay, the 16-year-old final now. Alexander McAleer from Galway in lane 0. Luke Woolley from Claremorris in lane 1. Ray O'Shea from the ESB in 2. Emmett Cousins from New Ross in 3. The 2 fastest swimmers are both visitors. Mehmet Zerin from Brompton and Maxim Dovbush for the Czech Republic. Darren Morgan from Coolmine is in 6. David Pow from Portmarnock is in 7. Adrian Wong from Trojan in 8. And Michael Hussey from the Galway swim team in lane number 9. The fastest of the Irish is in lane 3, Emmett Cousins, 102.99.
Yeah, this is going to be another close race. Not much separating all of the guys here, so should be an exciting one. Emmett Cousins, the fastest Irish qualifier, the New Ross swimmer, just slightly ahead of Darren Morgan in lane 6 from Coolmine.
Yep, there's only 0.8 of a second between them. So don't forget, lanes 4 and 5 swimming for the commemorative medals. It's the boys' 16-year-old final for 100 metres backstroke. And they're about to start now. And away they go. Great underwater work there from the boy in lane 6, Dara Morgan, the fastest of the Irish. But out in front, it's the two visitors in lanes 4 and 5.
Yeah, it looks like Maxim from the Czech Republic is leading at the 35-metre mark. But it's really tight across the Irish swimmers. Take out lane 4 and 5 and it's really spread from lanes 1 to 3 and then from 6 to 8 as well.
Dolph Bush and Zarin lead it out, but it's Emmett Cousins in the gold medal position. Ray O'Shea in lane 2 is in the silver and Dara Morgan is in the bronze. So Dolph Bush and Zarin pulling away in the final 50.
This is a really impressive second 50 from Zarin here. He stayed long, he stayed controlled, he trusted his technique, and he's going to win this race and pick up a commemorative gold.
The new Ross swimmer will get the gold medal. That's Dara Morgan. Or did he? No, it was
Emmett.
Dara Morgan in lane 6 actually who got the medal. Ray O'Shea got the silver. And Emmett Cousins in lane 3. That's who I meant to say. Emmett Cousins came right up there in the second leg. Have I got that one wrong?
Yeah, no, so we have Zarin took the commemorative gold.
No,
with
yeah, Maxim
Bush.
Dolph Bush is down there as 5th, but obviously he finished in second place.
So
and the medals go to Cousins, Morgan
and O'Shea.
We
actually had a disqualification there for the Claremorris swimmer as well, Luke Woolley. Not sure what that was for, but a learning curve for the Claremorris swimmer for sure.
Okay, 3 more 100-metre finals to come, and the first of those, the 17-year-olds. Michele Zucchini from Italy in lane 0. Jack McGann from Trojan in lane 1. Daniel Edgar from Lisburn City is in lane 2. Philip Duda from Longford in 3. Adam Barnes from Ards in lane 4. And Brandon Biss from Swim Belfast in 5. They've both gone sub 60 already today. In lane 6, it's Charlie Cassidy from Dolphin. Cormac Donlan in lane 7 for Glenalbin. Harry Winston from Aer Lingus Swimming Club in lane 8. And Matt O'Sullivan from Trojan in lane 9. So the class here, Adam Barnes from Ards, 58.46. Brandon Biss alongside him in lane 5, 59.20.
Yeah, 2 guys sub 60 from the heats this morning. Let's see if they can improve on their times here.
Getting great support from the crowd who are still here, following every single race, and it's a great start in lane 4 for Adam Barnes of Ards.
Yeah, he looks really powerful down this first 50, really using his underwater as well. And as he comes to 35 metres, he has about a half a body length lead over Brandon Biss from Swim Belfast.
Brandon Biss from Swim Belfast will turn in second place, and in third it's Charlie Cassidy in lane 6 with Philip Duda in lane 3.
But it is all about Adam Barnes splitting at 28.20. Let's see what he can do on this second 50. He's been pushed all the way by Brandon Biss, but it is Adam Barnes with 20 to go.
Barnes with that 2-metre advantage on Brandon Biss. Really close for the bronze medal between the swimmers in lane 3 and 6, Duda and Cassidy. But for the gold medal, it's going to be Adam Barnes, 58.09. 2 of them under a minute again. Brandon Biss, 59.31. And Philip Duda in lane 3 with a 31.14 second half. And just over a minute, he gets the bronze medal ahead of Charlie Cassidy.
That is good swimming there. Adam Barnes and Philip Duda both faster than the times they went in this morning's heats. So good swimming from those boys. Adam Barnes really led that race from the front, took it out hard and held on in the second 50. So a strong performance to take home the gold medal there.
Okay, we're moving swiftly on to the 18-year-old final in 100 metres backstroke. And it's James Woolley in lane 0 for Claremorris. Jericho Balgos from Larne in lane 1. Adam Mahan in lane 2 for Lecali. Senan Noonan in lane 3 for Aer Lingus. The visitor, Philip DeLonge from Tuck Swimming. He can't win a gold medal, but he can get a commemorative medal, and he's the fastest in the race at 59.33. He's in lane 4. Matthew Walsh Hussey from NAC, the local club, with a 59.92 is the fastest of the Irish. Aidan Cook in lane 6 for Kilkenny. Michael Keogh in lane 7 for Terenure. Finlay Wright from Banbridge in lane 8. And in lane number 9, Martin Fila from Coleraine in lane number 9.
Yeah, just the two swimmers sub 60 in this 18-year-old final. Philip DeLange and Matthew Walsh-Hussey, but Philip Lang is one of our guest swimmers from South Africa, is only eligible to get a commemorative medal. So,
and DeLange is in lane 4, so the other 9 lanes swimming for medals, and it looks like it might be between Senan Noonan and Matthew Walsh-Hussey.
all of those guys popping up in a line, but it looks like Philip DeLange just slightly has the edge at 25 metres here.
DeLange ahead of the boy in lane 5, Matthew Walsh-Hussey from NAC, the only other swimmer under a minute earlier today. And in second place for the silver medal, or third place in the race, in lane number 3, it's Senan Noonan, with Aidan Cook in the bronze position, just a few hundredths ahead of Finlay Wright.
Really strong underwaters there from Matthew Walsh-Hussey. He was a half a second down at 50, but he's pulled ahead of Philip DeLange with those strong underwaters. This is a really close race between Philip DeLange, our guest, and Matthew Walsh-Hussey. Who's going to get the touch?
Well, Matthew Walsh-Hussey is certain to get the gold, but can he win the race? It's really close. It's on the stroke. Who's going to touch it first? And it is Walsh-Hussey, 59.18 ahead of Philip DeLange, 59.45. Silver medal goes to Senan Noonan in lane 3, and Aidan Cook gets the bronze with a time of 1:02.35. Fabulous second split from Walsh-Hussey of 30.62.
Yeah, that was really impressive. It was Philip DeLange that led that first 50, but a really strong turn, a really strong underwaters set Matthew Walsh-Hussey up for a fantastic second 50. 30.6 back end split is really good swimming, and he's walking home with the gold medal now in that 100 back in that 18-year-old final.
Okay, just 2 races to go in this, the 4th day of these National Summer Championships. And here we are in the 18 and over category, 19 and over category I should say, for men in the 100 metres backstroke. In lane 0 it's Christian Nyland from NAC, Callum Ashton from UCD in lane 1, Neddy Irwin from Dolphin in lane 2, Aaron Keating from Cormorant in lane 3, the visitor from Tux, Giano Dos Santos in lane 4, Luke Lonergan from UCD in 5, Rory Lee from Sunday's Well in lane 6, Jonathan Heslop, a visitor from Tux in lane 7, and Daniel Mulholland in lane 8. So just 7 swimmers going for the gold, silver and bronze in this, the final race of the backstroke.
Yeah, and it looks like the middle lanes, Dos Santos, the only swimmer to be sub 60 this morning, and he's out quick off the blocks there. He already has about a half a body lead through 25 metres.
Well, we can enjoy the stroke, the power and the execution of Dos Santos, but he's just going to get a commemorative medal. We're talking about gold, silver and bronze, and in lane number 5
Luke Lonergan.
it's Luke Lonergan, and in lane number 2 it's Neddy Irwin in second place for the medals. Aaron Keating is in the bronze medal position.
Yeah, it looks like there's a real race here in lane 5 from Lonergan and Neddy Irwin in lane 2. But it looks like the winner of this race is going to be Dos Santos from Tux. But for that gold medal, it's between Luke Lonergan and Neddy Irwin.
Really close for the gold. In lane number 2, it's Neddy Irwin. In lane number 5, it's Luke Lonergan. Who's going to get the gold medal? It's Neddy Irwin with a 31.17 split. He made up 34 hundredths on Luke Lonergan in that last leg.
And he has just broken that 60-second barrier, 59.99. So I'm sure Neddy Irwin will be happy with that. And Luke Lonergan will take the silver medal, followed up by Aaron Keating in the bronze medal position.
And that is the final of the individual races in this 3rd session of the 4th day of these national championships. We've got one race just to go, and it's the women's 4x200 metres freestyle relay. So they'll have to... Yeah, here come the swimmers straight away. Let's have a look at the teams in this. In lane 2 it's going to be Glenalbyn Swimming Club. In lane 3 for Limerick. In lane 4 it's Dolphin. In lane 5 Leander. Lane 6 Temple Ogue. And lane 7 is Sunday's Well. So going for Glenalbyn we've got Laura Fahy, Fallon Becker, Dara O'Connor and Niamh Walsh. For Limerick it's Ella Carroll, Aoife Feerick, Jessica Gannon and Hannah O'Connor. For Dolphin, it's Hannah O'Shea, Michelle O'Shea, I wonder if they're related, Heather Fain and Carla Tella. And for Leander, it's Brogan O'Hara, Dulcie Bowden, Lily Maguire and Sarah Davidson. For Templeogue, we've got Ruby Marley, Abigail Minto, Eva Walsh and Mia Randalls. And for Sunday as well, Anna Feenan, Isabel Kidney, Beth Nolan and Sharon Semshi. So we're about to go. The final race of the evening, the 4x200 metres freestyle relay.
We saw in the relay earlier on in the heat session how the lead can change hands quite quickly in a relay. This is a longer one. This is the 4x2 freestyle relay. And what's really important for all of these girls, although it's a relay, not to get too excited, because if you go out too hard in any 200 race, you'll pay for it at the end. So although it's a relay, and especially for second, third and fourth legs, they need to stick to their own race plan and execute that and get the best overall time for their team.
Hannah O'Shea does turns first in 30.63 for Dolphin. In second place it's Laura Fahy in lane 2. But it's early days, 800 metres, don't forget, 16 lengths of this beautiful NAC pool.
It looks like Hannah O'Shea is going to turn first at this 100 metre mark ahead of
Ella Carroll of Limerick in lane
Limerick.
3, and in lane number 7 it's Anna Feenan from Sunday's Well.
So the Limerick swimmer having a great start for them in lane 3, just ahead of Hannah O'Shea from Dolphins. And then lane 7, you had the Sunday Wells team represented by Anna Feenan.
And not far behind in lane number 5 is Brogan O'Hara for Leander. So there's 4 separating themselves from the rest, and they're all pretty close. It's only the third length, don't forget, of 16. Long way to go.
Hannah O'Shea really has made a move there on that third 50. Her split there is 33.0, which is at least a second faster than the other 4 teams. So a really strong third 50 split from Hannah O'Shea, and she's setting up Limerick in a really good position after this first leg.
A lead of about 4 metres as she comes to the final 20 of this first leg of the 4x200 metres freestyle relay. And for Limerick, Ella Carroll will be handing over to Aoife Feerick in lane number 3. In lane number 7, it's Isabel Kidney going in for Sunday's Well. In lane number 5, it's Dulcie Bowen for Leander.
Yeah, we look like we're in a real race here between these 4 top teams, but it is Limerick after the first leg taking over. They have about a 3 metre lead with Aoife Feerick representing them ahead of Sunday Wells with Isabel Kidney.
Well, we saw Sunday's Well win the 4x100 individual medley relay earlier. This, though, a very different discipline, different swimmers, and Limerick ahead of Sunday's Well. And for the bronze medal, it's a really close race between Leander and Dolphin.
Sunday's Well are really closing the gap. Aoife Feerick is Sunday's Well. Isabel Kidney is really closing the gap on Aoife Feerick. They're almost drawn level as they swim past us here with 15 metres to go at the halfway point.
Isabel Kidney over there in lane number 7. In lane number 3 for Limerick, it's Aoife Feerick. This the halfway point of the second leg of the 4x200.
And there is just a half a second between Limerick and Sunday's Well at the 100 metre mark of this second leg.
Leander in the bronze medal position at the moment, closely pursued in lane 5, in lane 4 by Dolphin. In fact, Dolphin have taken over in third place from Leander. But out in front it's Sunday's Well and Limerick. Sunday's Well on the far side in lane number 7.
Yeah, it looks like Aoife Feerick was caught by Isabel Kidney from Sunday's Wells over the first 100, but they're staying very level at this second 100, so they could be doing a takeover with both teams in a level playing field.
Yeah, good fight back there in lane number 7 by Isabel Kidney. Coming to the halfway point of the 4x2, and it's a great race for gold and it's a great race for bronze. We couldn't ask for more. A really good final relay to finish off what's been a fantastic day of swimming. And in lane number 3, it is Limerick who are going to touch first.
Yeah.
taking over for them is Jessica Gannon. Over on the far side for Sunday's Well, it's Beth Nolan.
So what's really important to watch here is Beth Nolan has dived in for Sunday's Wells, but she looked like she's working really hard down this first 50 of a 200. When you dive in neck and neck with someone in a relay, you have to stick to your guns. It's like an individual race, but it's not, so you have to control that energy over the first part of the race. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Well, Beth Nolan has done an amazing split there. 29.34, of course, from a diving start. 31.14 for the girl from Limerick. So can she keep it up? That's the question. In the bronze race, over there in lane number 6, in lanes 4 and 5, the edge now with Dolphin and Heather Fain, who's just ahead of Lily Maguire of Leander.
It looks like Beth Nolan is just going to slightly edge her Limerick competitor Jessica Gannon at the 100-metre mark at this leg of the 4x2 relay.
Yeah, Limerick slightly quicker there by about 300ths, or 3.3 of a second. In lane 5, the bronze medal position is just held by Leander ahead of Dolphin. Still two great races going on though.
There is two very good races going on here. There's the race between Limerick and Sunday's Well for the gold, and there's the race between Dolphin and Leander in lane 4 and 5. You've got Heather Fain for Dolphins versus Lily Maguire in lane 5.
Now usually they keep the best swimmer to last, don't they, in a relay? So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, a lot of the time you'll see teams have their best swimmer on the anchor leg. So for Sunday's Wells, you're going to have Sharon Semchi. For Limerick, we're going to have Hannah O'Connor. And then in lanes 4 and 5, it's going to be Carla Tella and Sarah Davidson.
Sunday's Well are powering away here. Really, really good swim on the final 50 by Beth Nolan. She's just ahead of the Limerick swimmer, Jessica Gannon.
This is going to be really tight. They're neck and neck heading into this last leg.
Sunday's Well go in first with Sharon Semchi, and for Limerick it's Hannah O'Connor. In the bronze medal race, it's lane 5, Leander handing over to Sarah Davidson, and Carla Tella in for Dolphin, racing for bronze. So we've got less than 200 to go now.
And we've already seen Sharon Semchi in the 200 fly earlier on in this session. So let's see how much she has left for this anchor leg for Sunday's Well Swimming Club.
Well, she's made a great first 50, 28.68, a second and a half faster, and she's opened up a gap, and it might be really hard to catch her, but there's still 125 to go.
Yeah, she's put herself in a really strong position, and she's put the team in a really strong position to take home the gold, as have Leander.
Yeah, Leander Sarah Davidson has pulled away from Carla Tella in that race for bronze. But there's still over 100 metres to go in the race for gold. Sunday's Well gonna touch first. Limerick gonna touch second. A real battle of Munster, this one. And it's Sunday's Well from Cork who are in the lead. Limerick in second place. In third place in lane 5, it's Leander from Northern Ireland. And in lane 4, it's Dolphin.
Yeah, it looks like Limerick swimmer Hannah O'Connor is going to have an awful lot of work to catch Sharon at this stage. As
3-4 metres is the gap as they approach the last 50.
Yeah, it's a big ask. It's not impossible, but Sharon Semchi and Sunday's Wells are definitely in control with 50 to go.
Semchi turns with a 34.56, a 34.24 for the Limerick girl, so she did catch up 0.3 on that 50. But this is a big gap with just 25-30 metres to go.
Yeah, and it looks like Sharon has gone to her legs now and she's picked up the race. But here comes
the
Limerick swimmer Hannah O'Connor. She's pushing hard.
Hannah O'Connor. She's finishing the faster. Semchi's struggling in this final 20. I think she'll have just enough to hang on, but what a race. 800 metres of swimming, and it's Sunday's Well who get it ahead of Limerick in a fine race. In the race for bronze, in lane number 5, it's Leander and Sarah Davidson who's going to touch for the bronze medal, a few seconds ahead of Dolphins' Carla Tella. Well, what a finale to what has been a splendid night's racing, splendid days racing, a splendid week's racing.
Absolutely.
Swim Ireland Well, all I can say is this is my first experience of this kind of event. And it's in rude good health, you have to say.
Yeah, no, it's really, really impressive performances all throughout today and throughout the 3 days that have come before it. But what a performance by Sunday Wells Swimming Club. 0.9 of a second separating Sunday's Wells and Limerick Swimming Club after 4/200ths each.
There's the confirmation of the 1, 2, 3. It's Sunday's Well in gold, 8:55.50. Limerick in silver, 8:56.45. And Neander in bronze, 9:10.07. So that's 4 days down and 1 to go. We come to the end of what's been a splendid day of swimming in this National Aquatic Centre. My thanks to you, Nick Quinn, for filling us with so much information, so much advice and so much intelligence about your great sport of swimming. Tomorrow it'll be John Kenny at the helm to bring you through the 5th and final day of these national championships, national summer championships, and it all starts again at 8:45 in the morning. My colleague Collie can't wait, but for me it's goodbye, good luck and cheerio from Nick Quinn and me, Stephen Alkin. Thank you so much.